Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Let me do my intro. So what's up, chat? What's up, YouTube? At long last, it's time to continue the 2.2 story. I'm gonna be real. Yeah, no. There is no good way to start this intro because I'm like, I'm just diving straight into the game, which, by the way, you mean there's no good characters yet? Or people just haven't quite found the build? It's like, let's go ahead and be fair. People have to play test their builds. Who knows? People might find something else that works. And also saying, yeah, I don't think restrictive characters are necessarily a bad thing. I think there are a lot of characters that are kind of restrictive if you don't have them at certain points. Let's take Acheron, for example. Hey, you got to run double Nihility. I know so many people are going to say, it's like, oh, you don't have to run double Nihility if you have Sparkle. And it's like, well, who all has Sparkle? There are probably some people who don't.
Looks like
I'm just going to say, being like, it's like, you have to have Ruin May or Harmony MC, which everyone has access to. Harmony MC, everyone has access to. It's fine. Ruin May, it's fine. I have her, so I'm not that worried about it.
My dream is
Okay, I do not like how that looked. Alright, I'm just kind of testing the movement. Guys, is stream skipping? Because, like, I'm having a hard time moving around where it's like... Okay, it looks like it's settling. Is stream skipping? Guys, we might not be able to do marbles because that's the only other thing I have open up in the background. Okay, it seems to be getting smoother. Is it still skipping or yeah? Yeah, I can still see it skipping. Okay. How about now?
Can this be considered the majestic hall of art?
Running smoother or just still doing bad?
my dream is
Yeah, so it looks like marbles is gonna be that thing that is just a total ass. Gotcha. Well, Robin just got hit by a car. Story over, guys. But yeah, just to go ahead and clarify, I get it. If you have an opinion of a character, it's fine to have that opinion. I'm not gonna sit and argue about it. It's like, if you want to roll for them, roll for them. If you don't want to roll for them, don't roll for them. I think that's the best way to play the game. Me, I like Firefly in the story so far. I'd like to see more. And honestly, we were talking about Harmony MC. I can't talk about Harmony MC because I don't have Harmony MC. I'm locked.
Mr.
I don't have her yet.
Hey there. Okay.
I think Yanqing is a more difficult build to have. I don't think he's shit.
The cap on my soul glad bottom. If I just reached out my hand,
I just think he's a little bit harder to work than most of the other standard characters.
the moon. You mean the Grand Theater?
yeah.
Ooh, by the way, who's checking out Wuthering Waves?
I've been away from home for too
I was interested in it at first, but then it was like I started watching more of the gameplay, more of the mechanics, and I'm like, it looks cool, but I'm not entirely sure that this is something I'm going to enjoy. That's not even getting into the fact that I've got enough gachas. I've got my 2 HSR accounts, I've got Genshin, I've got HI3, and I've got FGO, so it's like, I don't know that I'm really willing to add another one, because especially if it's a new game, I like to play it for around...
Why would you go to such lengths?
How do I put this? I like to play it around for a few months before I finally give a decision, and it's like, I don't know if I have room for it.
Miserable. It's not really living at all.
Only non-casuals? That sounds about right. It looks like it's going to be more complicated than Genshin is. No, I enjoy my 3 buttons.
Yeah, now this is What'd you say, young lady? I didn't quite catch that.
Okay, drunken dude.
Oh, it's nothing, sir.
You kind of need to calm down. I heard some fury in that
How
one.
about I ask a bloodhound family member to escort you to Ideen Park over there, so you can continue.
Like, did you guys hear that? He was going like, "What'd you say, young lady?" I heard some fury in that drunken tone.
Wow.
Somebody is an angry
No
drunk.
wonder you were the leader of this sweet dream. You're totally
Why do you sound like such a sarcastic little shit?
Sunday, and it was nice chatting with you.
Hey, what's up, Gokti? How's it going?
What's up, sister?
This is the land of the dreams. But why do they live like this?
But yeah, Zephyric's gonna be sad.
He doesn't
That
seem
marbles
happy at
didn't
all.
work out. Trying to build new MC. I'm so excited to get Harmony Trailblazer. I watched the Keeping Up with Star Rail video for it,
That's not really living at all.
and I'm like, this looks so cool.
suppose you have a
Marbles will
point.
work out. It really
But in my opinion,
didn't, because when we had
it's
it open in the
almost too
background,
early for their
it was
lives.
like, it was just
Why do you
making
say
the game
that?
skip and stuff. Just only have it
You
open when
think
you're
that
going to
man is
play it.
not actually living.
It takes like
But
5
that's not
minutes to
quite
open it.
accurate.
By that time, I finished my break.
Without
What are you
People
talking
create
about?
Their own illusions called self-value. People believe they have a predetermined value to fulfill. Gaining value means gaining power, and those deemed worthless are seen as the weak.
Yo, yeah, super
However,
break damage.
Value doesn't
I
come out
didn't
of
really
thin
understand
air,
how super break
and
damage
there's a limit
works.
to it.
I mean, I do understand
To
how it works, but it's
accumulate
just like,
value, people
I
have
don't
to
know.
take
I'm so
from others.
I'm so interested to
So,
try it
the
out. What is
weak get
Marbles? It's a
exploited and
on-stream game that
oppressed.
you can play where it's like the
Are you
viewers
suggesting
choose
that
to play and they get a
this is
marble
not how
that
things
races
should
to
be?
the end, or the marble dies. It's just a fun game.
But, ironically, people don't think there's anything wrong with it.
So yeah, I guess we can
Because
give it
they
a try and see if we can
uphold the
keep it to
illusory notion of self-value.
keep it active
And even the weak believe
when
it.
only when we want to play it, like
Survival
just
of the
specifically during
fittest.
breaks.
That's where all the tragedies in the world come from.
Is really super. You get an extra 30 to
People
40k
come to
damage
the
per hit on a
sweet
weakness
dream
broke
of
enemy.
Panaco
Nice.
To escape from that reality and find solace. No tragedies exist here, only happiness. Although
Okay,
in its
Sunday, I
nascent
need you to
form,
chill out.
Isn't that the same paradise we yearn for in our dreams?
Perhaps that man is just an exception. Let's not jump to conclusions. We should experience the dreamscape ourselves. Just as I did at Dreamflux Reef.
I'm sorry. Red just suddenly says,
Seeing
wait,
is
Blade can
believing.
drive? Yeah, I was surprised by that too. I was like, who gave this man a driver's
So we have
license?
some time for a stroll.
Although, to be fair, when you realize it, imagine his driver's license is actually just from the Luofu, and it's because the only thing he knows how to drive is a star skiff. So it's like, it's not even an actual, it's not even an actual driver's license.
Glad to meet you again, Robin. How are the preparations for the Charmony Festival?
Hello,
coming
strange
along?
person that's probably gonna die in like
Excited about it.
5 minutes because Sunday's gonna kill you.
It's going smoothly. Thanks for making the trip to join the festival.
You're too kind, Robin. It's a pleasure to have guests from all over the universe celebrating day and night. I can't stand being lonely or bored, so this jubilant dreamscape is perfect for me.
Can you even get 360% break effect?
Would it get boring too?
Like, how would you even do that?
Nah, not at all.
Would you have to have like
Who would get
nothing but like
tired of
5
having
rolls
so
on
much
every
fun?
piece?
Every day you get to wear fancy
And then
clothes,
also having
and
break effect
swirls,
rope, and then
go
also
dream
having...
rolls, indulge.
I can't even think about what else you could possibly have
Wait,
to be able to
and
hit
you
that
work
much break
old
effect.
or sick. As long as you can afford a room, this place is the ultimate paradise.
But I also want to say, guys, let's be careful on the leaks about character kits. Remember, I'm not a big fan of those.
That's exactly why I don't plan on bringing anything back. Just enjoying the dream itself is good enough for me. I mean, I'm not one of those long-living species. I only have around 60 or 70 years in this lifetime, and there's so much to worry about. Being
Like
happy here
I'm
is
not a
bliss.
I'm not a beta tester, so for me that's not exactly
Can I truly feel like I'm in
readily available
control of my
information.
life and fate?
So for me personally, I would prefer we don't discuss those kits until they are officially released by HoYoverse.
I see. I genuinely wish you all the happiness.
Who the fuck is Link? She's this character that most people state is like one of the best healers in the game. They're allowed to be wrong, but
See you later.
whatever.
Seems like that guest's
I'm sorry.
perspective didn't resonate with you either.
She had a valid point. I could sense her genuine happiness.
Sorry, I like to mess with people. I just do typically remember people saying it's like, oh man, Lynx is like one of the best healers in the game if you don't have a 5-star healer.
She's just escaping.
Actually, I
from
think even at that
reality
time
and
she was
seeking
still considered it,
solace
even
in
if you had
sweet
like
dream.
a 5-star healer.
Once she steps out of this sanctuary.
And now I'm sitting here as like, how many 5-star healers do we have? Is it just Bilo and Huohua, or am I missing
Being
someone?
able to afford a room, didn't she?
I might be.
However, the
But I'm
paradise in our dreams. It doesn't have to end.
Oh, Luocha, yeah, Luocha, okay.
And the paradise we yearn for.
So I wasn't missing anybody important,
shouldn't be
gotcha.
Just a fleeting dream either.
Oh, man. I'm sorry. The only one I have is Bailu. I wanted Huohua after doing the event.
The scenery in this dreamscape is.
No, it's not the
truly
fact that he's not waifu. It's the fact that, quite honestly, I'm like, oh, hey, here's blonde guy, and it's Otto.
Robin.
I don't like Otto, and even in the story, I haven't gotten enough about him to really be interested.
Right. Even though time stands still in this dreamscape, it always feels fresh. I find something new every time.
Oh my god, do not talk to me about the vase. I fucking hate that
hope I'm
mini
not intriguing.
game.
Oh,
I think
not
we
at all.
spent like
But with
40
little
minutes
time
on that
left, I
stupid thing.
yearn for meaningful conversations.
I'm sorry to be I'm sorry to viewers who are watching this after the fact, and it's like, dude, you're talking about another game. Shouldn't you be paying attention to the story? It's like, I'm sorry, I gotta talk to chat.
Just speak your mind. You said with little time left. Please.
But nah, it's just like, nah, that vase was so fucking annoying. I spent 40 minutes on it, and I was about ready to quit. Finally, I just like, I had to look it up, and I was like,
I was part of a war, and while
it
escaping
was
from
so
Sokovia
stupid
mothership,
because I
exposed
got
to
it
some
right once, but they were like, no, you didn't hit quite the right angle. You were 1 degree off, so
My
it doesn't count.
comrades died, and
I was so pissed
my
off.
hometown was wiped out by neutron bombardments. I couldn't bear to live with everything I knew gone. That's when I heard about a possible solution here, so I came.
How heart-wrenching. I hope the family has been able to help you.
Why do I feel like Sunday is on a mission to now convince Robin to be back on the
They provided
Dream
me
Master
with a
side?
comfortable room, the most advanced life support devices in the cosmos, and a stellar team of caregivers. My
Yes,
physical
Red, what's
body
up?
is now in the dream pool, sustained by life support. The me you see here is whole.
Yes, I have in
rational,
fact
no
met
different
that
from
muddle
any other
fudger,
person.
that son of a nice
But I
lady,
can't say the same
that
for
guy
you,
who
me,
really
Joe
loves to
Norman.
curse but can't
Your true
curse.
appearance. Huh.
He does sound like Android 13, and it's awesome.
So.
All he's missing is that trucker hat.
In this dreamscape, right?
Just being able to live at all is good enough for me. Whether it's in this dreamscape or not, well, I don't really have much say in the matter. My world has been torn apart.
I love.
My life could
My thing
end
is
any
that
second.
the way he talks is almost enough to
Even if
convince
this
me to
whole
roll
place
for
is an
him.
illusion,
Because that's the way
Still
I
my
talked when
paradise.
I was in like middle
And I'll
school and high
treasure
school. Like
every
I had to
memory spent
PG everything
How I envy
because
those
I had nephews and
everlasting
nieces who lived with us. So it was like if I would
Oh,
say
story.
Budge, son of a biscuit
So
eater,
Tragic. Fortunately,
I would come up with
this
every
sweet dream gives him joyful
way I
memories to hold
could
on
to PG myself
for the rest of his life.
so that while they were around,
That's
and
precisely
it was
why
so
this sweet
freaking
dream
funny.
in Penacony exists.
Although that bites me in the ass now because I have a
However,
niece who quotes
Even
me
this
on
sweet
it,
dream has its limitations.
and she will say the exact same thing. She will say
It
son of a
provides solace to the
biscuit eater
disillusioned.
as well. But she says it with such a
completely eliminate
pause
human
that you
reality.
think she's about to finish it.
There will be a way out. Penacony is already on the right track.
Tell you why a level 3 doctor ratio is doing 12k damage? I got no clue. I need to build my doctor ratio, I think. But it's like at this point, I just don't have any reason to because I got so many other characters I want to build right now. Because like, let's see, there's Firefly who's coming out. I'm so excited to build her. I've got, let's see.
The gong.
I still need to properly build Gwenithan because right now she's just using like a bunch of pieces I've put on her. I have to redo my Pela build to give her some more effect hit rate. Acheron's kind of fine where she's at. I'd like to redo her build so that she has a 4-piece set. But she still does very consistent damage. That's like, I don't have any complaints where she's at right now. So I just need to get 4-piece on her. I still need to also decide if I want to do her as a crit rate build or a crit damage build. If you guys don't know what I mean, it's like when I say crit rate build, I just refer to as like what piece is the chest piece. So it's like, do I want a crit damage or a crit rate chest piece? I think I would really rather crit damage, but I'd be okay with sticking to crit rate. Especially because this is fine and we've got like 190% crit damage, so it's a-okay. My goal though is that I would like to hit 60% crit rate without any additional help from relics, like from bonuses. So, for example, because we run Izumo, we get 12% extra crit rate only after entering the battle. So, in reality, I actually have 78% crit rate. And add in that, let's see, I do plan to go for her first Eidolon. So that's another 18% crit rate when dealing with debuffed enemies, which you're always running her on a team where the enemies are likely to be debuffed in some manner. So you get that, you're doing pretty solid. So that's where I'm trying to build Acheron to kind of get that prepped up. And let's see, her speed is fine. Like, people are going to complain about her speed, but it's like, literally there is nothing wrong with slow Acheron. You can run it just fine as long as you are running on her on a team that can cause consistent debuffs. That, honestly, this is fine. If you want to run her faster, you can. I'm not going to say it's like, oh, don't run her with greater speed. You want to do it, go for it. I'm just saying you don't have to. Especially if you're running, like, say, Fire Trailblazer and you make him, like, your fastest character. And hopefully he outspeeds the enemies. You can use his skill, combine him with Trend of the Universal Market. And basically every time he gets hit, he's going to apply a debuff. Which just means Acheron is going to be able to pop her ultimate even faster. But of course, that does require you to be running Preservation Trailblazer, which I think, I don't know about anybody else, but whenever the new version of a character of the Trailblazer comes out, or the Traveler in Genshin, I usually try to stick to using that new version that came out. So I do have to redo a whole new Trailblazer build, so that's going to be fun. Hey, what's up, Unafraid? No, I don't sleep. I do sleep. I just didn't get much sleep last night. I've been awake since like 5 o'clock, so it's fine on my end. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm sitting. But honestly, I think slow Acheron is fine, because here's the thing. Your Acheron doesn't really need to be fast, since most of her damage is found in her ultimate. So you just kind of get her to do that, and she's probably going to be killing things. If you want to make her fast, I ain't going to stop you. Oh, sorry. I know. I'm sorry to slow this down. It's like, we don't need to have all this discussion.
Look what we have here. A lovely young lady. Wait.
I thought we were playing as Robin. Oh, Sparkle.
Me?
I kind of keep forgetting that Sparkle is here.
Brother, what a surprise to see you again.
Hey, Animo Traveler was fun. And so was Electro. Geo fucking sucked.
I've heard that a skilled mass full received.
If you want my honest opinion, Geo Traveler fucking sucked, and Hydro is even worse. Dendro is kind of fun, though.
Enjoy yourself?
I definitely enjoyed Animo, Electro, and Dendro more than I have the other two. I can't wait to see what Pyro Traveler is going to be like. And Cryo Traveler. Those should be interesting.
Now that you've had your fill,
Oh, hey, it's Red Psycho Wife.
before it's too late. The music of the harmony doesn't tolerate discord.
Wait, is Sparkle the Psycho Wife, or is it Kafka? No, Kafka is Psycho Mommy.
I've done so much for the family. You should be thanking me.
I wouldn't
because
call
if it
Jing
weren't
Liu
for me
psycho.
cleaning up this mess,
I'd say
Honkai
sick.
would still be in shambles. Don't you think?
Does it matter
That
for
was a
Red?
personal request from the head of the Iris
True.
family, and it has nothing to do with us. Step aside and stop causing trouble for the Charmony Festival.
The Charmony Festival? You think you can scare me? You think I have no idea what you're planning?
And what exactly is he
I
planning?
don't care what you're thinking, chicken wing boy. But I'm pretty sure our lovely Robin won't be appearing on stage.
The only wife is Jing Liu and Fu
We're
Shen.
aware of
Ah, I
the sad
see.
state this dreamscape
So
is
what, is
in
Sparkle
under
the side
banner of
piece?
harmony. Hanakoni, the land of the dreams.
Oh, man.
Is this truly the paradise you desire?
Stop it.
I love how you have no idea. You don't.
What's the rush,
Do you not have a
chicken wing
response to
boy?
that? It's a yes or
Did I
no.
get to you?
Our paradise is none of your concern, masked fool. Leave now, or the family won't tolerate you anymore.
Oh, what was that? Did you guys hear that?
All right, I'll go. But Robin,
Did you guys hear that little glitch in her voice?
Do you really believe those living in dreams can escape pain and find true happiness? Well, I've done my part.
Like,
And now
am I
it's
just
time
making
to
shit
wait
up?
for the
I could
fireworks to
swear I
begin.
heard like a little audio glitch
Here,
right
the
in her
last
voice
gifts
somewhere.
For both of you. And don't lose them. If by some unfortunate chance the Charmony Festival starts against all odds, remember to use them during the show. And it'll be thrilling.
She's gonna blow up the planet. She's gonna pull a Frieza.
I heard a raven cawing in the distance. It seems the Dream Master will arrive soon.
Well, that's a bad thing, right? We don't want the Dream Master to make an appearance. Right?
Let's
Am
wait
I
here for the
misconstruing
Dream Master
things?
to arrive.
Okay. By the way, brother, I heard you no longer have a sweet tooth. Back when we were kids,
Oh,
you
sorry.
used to steal my dessert.
Wait, can you guys even see my mouse cursor?
Seems like a lot has changed during my absence. What exactly happened?
Is it really a Frieza if it's not a gigantic ball of
Someone
doom?
has to stay awake
True.
even in this sweet dream.
But that someone doesn't have to be you, or anyone in particular. You're carrying too much on your shoulders, brother. The paradise in our dreams. It shouldn't be like this. Hanakoni is nothing more than a dream. It can't erase the worries and pain of reality, or bring true happiness. It only offers an escape from reality. Nothing more.
Remember the old man we met earlier? Without this dream, he might have
Yeah,
completely
I'm gonna
lost
say
himself.
we made a mistake in trusting Sunday.
That might be true, but Even without Penacony, he could have chosen another path. As far as I know, the Intelligentsia Guild has been promoting their rehabilitation techniques for a long time now.
I think this really shows a difference in how Robin and Sunday are, where it's like Sunday has always lived on Penacony, so he truly believes Penacony is the only way to achieve their dreams, whereas Robin has gone out and traveled. She's experienced the world.
Don't forget this. Not everyone really has a future. The future for humanity is like the sky for birds. People mistakenly believe that flight is inherent to birds because they've never witnessed those birds crashing to their death.
Well, that sounds familiar.
Do you remember how we took in that little Charmony dove when we were young?
Yeah, we took care of it. Provided food and water, groomed its feathers. And later, when I decided to leave Penacony, I opened the cage and set it free.
And then the bird died.
Well, I didn't mention what happened to it in my letters because I didn't want to upset you.
And I'm gonna guess you
Shortly
killed the
after we
bird.
left, it crashed to its death right in front of your window.
I had surmised as much. I knew you wouldn't have avoided mentioning the bird for no reason.
Well, that's probably because you guys kept it in a cage and didn't allow it to learn how to fly.
I still believe it was the right decision. Birds aren't.
You didn't
meant
allow it to
spend
spread
their
its
lives in
wings.
cages.
Why didn't you
belong in the
open the
sky.
window? Oh, it tried to
Even
take
if
us
they can't
flight
fly.
and it just crashed into the window.
Here's the thing. If there are birds in this world that can never fly, can we really assert that they belong in the sky?
We should introduce this man to a penguin.
Are you implying that the same goes for humans too?
Let's
Whoa.
take the Astral Express as an example.
Glitchy.
The Nameless made tremendous efforts to bridge worlds, gaining fame across the universe. However,
Imagine this
only a
man
few
meeting Saber. Oh
extraordinary
dear.
individuals can endure such a perilous journey. That's because the pursuit of the Trailblaze exceeds the capabilities of ordinary humans. Otherwise, why would this path be filled with broken rails, an abandoned express, and even a fallen...
Yo, are you mocking our Eon? Are you mocking our Trailblaze?
If that were
Okay,
true,
that's it. Then be
then
some
only the
fighting
powerful
words
would have the
Sunday.
right to determine the future.
All right, let me at him. Let's kick his ass.
Unfortunately, that's exactly what happens. Another name for the future is self-value. While this world has its fair share of heroes who inspire people and garner admiration for their heroic deeds, the
Grab him by the
majority
chicken
of
wings.
ordinary people
I love that
will
we're all
never
just saying
become
they're chicken
heroes in
wings.
their lifetime. Some are born weak and vulnerable. Some find themselves trapped in unfortunate circumstances.
Yeah, we get to ride a space
Some
train.
fall
Your
victims
argument
of
is
malice
invalid.
and cowardice. When it
You're,
comes to
like,
survival,
honestly speaking, you are stuck on probably one of the most boring planets in
and the weak
existence.
can only watch as their value gets constantly diminished by external forces.
That's why we should care for the weak and support them as if their suffering were our own. That's what the Odes of Harmony have always taught us.
While the Harmony holds noble aspirations, the
I do
strong
find this
will always be
interesting. So,
strong, and the weak will always be weak.
sorry.
Even in this carefree dream,
I just want to say, I do find this
human nature
interesting
contains greatness.
that
Also,
Sunday and
there's
Robin
inherent
are almost
weaknesses
like
that can't be eradicated.
reflections of the state of the Harmony as far as Penacony goes. So you have the Dreamscape, which I think represents Sunday, gilded and golden. Someone who basically seems like on the surface everything is well, but there's a darkness that you don't really see. Whereas Robin, on the other hand, has seen the suffering, experienced it, but still wants to keep going, which is like the people of the other area. So it's like the two areas are made to represent them. Or maybe I am literally just cooking and probably need to get the fuck out of the kitchen.
In the end, if people can't even secure their own survival,
But it does seem
they
interesting.
won't care about the illusory future of equality. As long as the
So basically,
law of survival
Patagonia
of the
is
fittest
America?
prevails,
No.
there will always be fledglings crashing to their death.
If you want to get down to it, like, Patagonia could be
People don't
literally
live for the
any
future.
country that just wants to say, it's like,
They
oh, hey,
won't
here's all our
exist
bright
for
spots. We're not going to
survival.
tell you about the bad shit we're doing.
If even you, my brother, don't believe that the harmony will save the weak, then which Eon can make our dreams come true?
Space Vegas do be shiny and kind of boring.
People
Anybody
often
ever been to
forget
Vegas?
that when the first bird took
I would-
flight, the entire world
Like, I think
envisioned a
everybody
future
always says,
where
man, I want to go to Vegas. And I'm like,
no more
I don't think I would ever
fledglings
really
would
want to
ever
go to
crash
Vegas.
to their death.
I'd rather go to Alaska.
Are you reading, sister? What are you reading?
Mr. Gopherwood gave me a picture book. It's about the story of the harmonic strings. If I could become a chord master, I'd like to summon...
Honestly, that makes sense when you explain it like that.
Harmonious choir. I want to sing with everyone and spread our wishes so that all can feel happiness and joy.
I see. Then I would summon the harmonious choir too.
Don't you have a wish of your own, brother?
Of course I do. It's just that it includes your wish and everyone
Oh,
else's.
interesting. So Sunday has no
I
true
long
goal of his
for a
own.
true paradise.
Or at least as far as I can tell.
Then, let's build a stage there and invite everyone to our performance. So that both wishes
Shiro,
through the power of the harmonious
no!
choir.
Don't do that. Don't, no, let's
It's a
leave that
deal.
alone. Let's not bring Shiro into this.
Yeah, it's a
He
deal.
gets fucked with enough, honestly.
How can I become a chord master?
Maybe you will have to become a star first.
And now we're back to the Trailblazer POV. Awesome. I do gotta say, I do like that we switch POVs, but does anyone else feel like the switch of POVs also just allows Hoyoverse to be like, I want a lot of story to happen and here's how I'm gonna do it. Like, before we started doing the POV swaps, it felt like the story was a little more streamlined.
Any results?
I am gonna say though, I'm not necessarily gonna complain about it. I kind of complained about last night, where it kind of feels like we're doing more reacting and not enough
Carried out his
playing.
last wish. My final mission is
But there
complete.
seems to be a lot of stuff going on, so it's like now I'm curious.
Pardon me if I sound curt. It's good to have determination. The path Mikhail left for you is not an easy one to tread. Why else would he have chosen?
Yeah, the story
to
explains
seek
what
solitude?
You mean at the end of the last
Staking
story at
everything for some
2.1 when he
nameless
confronted
future.
Gallagher? Yeah, the story
We know the
explains it.
numbers. And in numbers comes strength. So that might just
Have I done the
delay your
Misha part yet? We're still like in the
Any more
like pretty
encouraging words?
very small beginnings.
As I see it, relying on Welt's negotiations alone is far from enough. Regardless, of
So
whether the other
I'm
party
gonna
will
go
be
with
playing,
probably not.
Negotiating simply allows us to meet them as equals, and won't grant us an upper hand. Penacony is our rival's home turf, and we
Yeah, they
already
don't
have
really
very
explain
few
that one,
chips
Red.
up
At least I
plate.
don't think so.
Rather than idly sit around while the family's got us
My
blocked
assumption
off,
is Welt somehow ended up in this area, met with Firefly,
we're more
and
familiar with the Stellaron's properties
that
than
happened
most.
all
And
on its
since it's
own.
the key to stabilizing the sweet dream, it's vital to the family's interests. By attacking their core interests, they're bound to retaliate hastily. And as the saying goes, haste makes waste.
That's right. As long as we pose a threat to the Stellaron, either with words or otherwise, we have a chance at gaining the upper hand.
But the problem is, on the eve of the Charmony Festival opening, how exactly are we going to get close to the theater?
Ah, okay.
Family security will be airtight. And if we brute force it, even if we succeed, it's too risky.
So
Red, I will bonk
no
you
one's
again.
gonna say anything? Then I'll raise my hand.
I will
know the
unmod you
answer to
just to
this
hit you with the
question.
bonk. And I hope you get the Mara. Yep.
Why are you speaking like the general of the Law Fu? So I heard that before the
Because
Charmony
the
Festival
general of the
begins,
Law Fu
World
is
Cup
funny.
has to kick off the festival. It's called the Soul Glad TM Festivity
Ah,
Auditions,
I see the
or something.
Trailblaze has become
And it's going
familiar
to be
with
held in the moment
the
of
Master
Swordsman.
Stroke. I can't do a good genuine voice, but
We'll be able
that was
to
the best
attend
I
the
had.
title of Festive
Sorry.
Superstar and be able
I need to get more
personally
confident with the
bask
voice
in the
acting
graces of
sometimes
Miss
because it's
Robin.
like I love doing it, but
Not
sometimes I get like
important.
really quiet when I'm
What's
doing it.
crucial is that we can enter the Grand Theater before the audience arrives.
So, how do we go about participating in these festivity auditions?
I've already procured special invite tickets from Miss Robin's fan club. To tell
How?
you the truth, I had been preparing to join the auditions all along, but now it looks like even if I scrape through, I probably still won't have the chance to shake Miss Robin's hand.
They're
March,
still running this thing, huh?
you have literally met
It was originally
personally
just a
with
publicity
Robin.
stunt set
If
up by
you would
Mikhail
like to
to
shake
drum up
her
attention.
hand, I'm sure she would let you.
Looks like
You've met her
might
in
be worth a
person,
shot.
which is probably more than most of her
Welcome,
fans
Marcus
can
Lamb.
say.
Mr. Gallagher, will you be
Hell,
joining
you actually
us?
got to have a whole conversation with her.
I'm afraid I won't have the time. As a virtual character, I've already completed my final mission. Whether Penacony can awaken from this dream is all down to you.
Should we ever
What
cross
the
paths
fuck,
again?
Red?
I'd love for you to visit
What?
the Express.
All right. I'll have to add to that data bank of yours you've got on the Express.
And Miss Firefly, we thank you for all your support. We're faced with a formidable
Okay, I
enemy.
guess.
As long as the Astral Express and Stellaron Hunter's objectives are aligned, we're willing to cooperate with you.
We've already come this far together. I'd like to join you for the rest of your journey on Penacony.
He really does.
I'm pleased that we can finally fight shoulder to shoulder. I couldn't ask for a better ending.
This is also the spirit of the Trailblaze. Now, everyone, let's prepare to move out.
Red, you have to... Red, that's not how you spell quote. I don't think that's the quote you were aiming for, but hey, whatever floats your boat there. Ooh, I do like this place. This is cool.
Oh, wow, they've really outdone themselves. Oh, I'm starting to get excited.
I like this. I like this music.
Is he talking about us?
Himiko, show them your talent. Make them coffee.
Excuse me, you four. What are you hoping to get out of all this?
As the last group of contestants, how confident are you in overcoming
Wait,
all of the
how did we become
challenges?
contestants? I'm confused. What?
To a brief exclusive interview with us. It'll be quick.
You're
Your journey is long and fraught with peril, yet under a sky
I'm confused. We just walked into this room. What are they talking about? What just happened? This is like you accidentally get lost in the back in a theater, and then somehow you end up on stage in the middle of the performance.
A knight's head is hard as steel. Brother Lance's focus is stubborn as a heel. We don't all have to be winners, but if we don't have fun, we'd all be sinners.
People are pouring in.
March already signed up for this before the idea was raised.
Baddies are showing up. Let's get in there quickly and enter the competition.
Ladies
Well,
and gentlemen,
okay then.
please, make way. Make way.
Coming towards us now is one of Penacony's top 10 wealthiest tycoons and the soul-glad business empire's founder, Mr. ID.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the director of Soulglad's factory.
I love how it says Soulglad Trademarks Factory. It actually has the little TM symbol on it. That's amazing. They actually have the TM in the dialogue. That's amazing.
Don't you guys need to hide your identities?
Why would we need to do that? We're not criminals.
Hide it anyways. Penacony is plastered with our posters. And because the Astral Express is so well known, a family
Oh,
won't
wait a
dare
minute.
make any rash
Hold on.
moves.
Oh, wait. No, Firefly is a criminal. Oh, man. Is it really a good idea to have a talent show in this pivotal moment of our story? I'm gonna have to say that one's funny. I'm gonna say, hello everyone, I'm the Galactic Baseballer, and she's Say Cheese.
Don't expose my net handle to everyone.
What?
Hello, everyone. I'm March 7th. I'm an ordinary girl who loves it.
Wait, hold up. Your net handle is says cheese. What?
I am also an ordinary girl who enjoys adventures.
She also loves to blow shit up and turn the world into purgatory.
This final face-off is bound to be spectacular. Time is
Firefly, you should have mentioned your incredible talent of making purgatory. Also, I see birds. Make a bottle of Soul Glad. Oh my gosh. I ain't gonna lie though, this music is a bop. Give me. Okay, just gonna run on through here.
This place is buzzing.
That's right. This venue is a miniature representation.
I found the bird. I keep forgetting, like, I keep collecting all the chests, but I keep forgetting it's like, oh yeah, we also have to find birds. And we also have to find stickers. I keep forgetting to do that. So it's like, I still have a lot of Stellar Jades that have gone uncollected. Well, not true. I think I found all the birds for the first couple areas, but not for the ones from 2.1. So, Fox is gonna have to work.
Nameless, your arrival
That jingle is gonna get annoying real fast.
first established. I was still a young,
Just gonna go ahead and say that now. The make a bottle of Soul Glad, make your dreams a blast. That's gonna get annoying real fast.
fortune and life. Once, during a particularly grueling day, I passed out and was resuscitated by a drink from Mr. Sousa. That sweet taste has since been etched in my mind, and that was what drove me to create the Soul Glad that we all know and love today.
So, Hoyoverse, when you gonna make an actual marketable soda called Soul Glad?
I miss those
I'd buy.
days. And the watchmaker.
And then it just ends up tasting like Coke.
Is my homage to that time of boundless possibilities. I wholeheartedly hope you make it to the finish and emerge as the next superstars of Penacony.
Wait, like Gary from SpongeBob? I mean, that's you wouldn't be the first person to identify with a snail, so, nice. Same time Bethesda officially releases Nuka-Cola. Oh, dear. Let's see, now then, is there anything you'd like to say before the competition officially begins? Okay, so now... Rest assured, we're going to take an L in this. I can feel it.
There's that, the ever-vigilant, trailblazing spirit we all know.
I'm gonna be real. This would be me in real life.
Fix that defeatist mentality of yours.
Look, Marge, I have no talent, okay?
How about you?
I'm not a very talented person.
Everyone, next up, get ready for the Mega
So excuse me for not being able to do anything. It's like the best talent I have is probably my terrible vocal singing. Why did I say vocal singing? My terrible singing.
How about Miss Firefly?
Okay, guys, we're gonna have our own talent show.
By the end of this journey, everyone will have achieved the outcome that they hoped for.
So, who's signing up and what are you doing?
A wonderful wish! Miss Himiko, what are you expecting from your team?
Safety first, everyone.
Simple words, but full of warmth.
Are we being recorded?
Are 3 stages, each connected to that era. The first 2 stages offer 2 distinct paths to choose from, with unique challenges on each route.
Okay, interesting.
In the last stage, you will face off against a champion who has defended the title to this very day. A beloved contender whose noble
Wait, are we
virtues
fighting?
are
I thought we were signing up for a talent show.
Those are the rules. Simple. Everyone clear? Now, I hereby announce that the 33rd Scorch Sand Festival of the 20th season, sponsored by Soul Glad Enterprises, has started.
I'm confused. I thought we were signing up for a talent show. I didn't realize. Well, I guess fighting is technically our talent.
Everyone, as the Charmony Festival is drawing closer, we must reach the end
But
as
now I'm
quickly as
confused.
possible. Factoring in efficiency and safety.
Yo, I need to get myself a haircut. Probably gonna do that tomorrow.
March and I haven't known Miss Firefly for too long and aren't overly familiar with her.
Yo!
It'd probably be better if the two of
Yes! We get to team up with Firefly.
Let's do it.
All right. I don't have a problem with that.
Enough chit chat. Let's do this. Say what now? I get to pair up with Firefly and there's no catch? Oh, hell yeah. I'm going with this answer.
Let's not waste time.
This is my answer. I get to team up with Firefly and there's no catch? Well, I guess technically there is a catch. You get to team up with Firefly, but she's not actually in your party, which is sad.
Welcome to the first stage of Soul Glad Enterprises' 33rd Scorch Sand Festival of the 20th season, Dream Play Fantasia. In this stage, you can choose between 2 challenges, the School of Acting or School of Action. In the School of Acting challenge, you have to complete 3 performances from 3 scripts and move the panel judges. In the School of Action challenge, you have to defeat 3 groups of enemies convincingly and reach the end.
So...
Make your choice.
I'm gonna guess the School of Action makes the most sense, huh? Ah! Holy shit! Okay. Cosmic Hamster Ball. Click the button on the tracks and select the challenge arena to go to. Could you tell me which one I'm going to? Okay, we're gonna go to the School of Action, I guess. That was... I don't know what that was, but okay.
Competitors, allow me to introduce the rules of this challenge to you.
Look, I don't need to know the rules. I just need to know how to destroy my enemies. It's that simple.
The enemies you will contend against are antagonists from the film Once Upon a Time in Dreams.
Oh, wow. Quite a title.
And decisively to set a new record. It's worth mentioning.
I got Akron. Give me 5 seconds.
Achieved by a contestant with fiery red hair. Astoundingly, he overcame all enemies across the 3 stages in only 5 minutes.
With
Time is of the essence.
fiery red hair, huh?
Let's make this quick.
Argenti, maybe?
Contestants, you are about to confront the monsters of the primordial dreamscape. During this period, Penacony was nothing but a barren wasteland. The dreamscape was fraught
It's a
with
dog.
strife and disorder, with memories of
Just scratch him behind the ears. Or give him a belly rub. It's a dog.
chasers who've come to Penacony. Defeating them is your first step towards success.
All the Soul Glad is ours! Don't even think about plundering the Soul Glad from us!
Dude, nobody wants your damn Soul Glad, okay? I'll take a nice Diet Pepsi, thank you very much. Yeesh. Fine, I won't take the Soul Glad. Just give me the Diet Pepsi and I'll leave. Yeesh. Oh, wait, no. Gotta turn off the autoplay. Don't want that going. People will think that I'm cheating. Oh, wait, people already think that.
Enemy data signet markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Nice, like a good brew, my friend.
All right, let's see what you got.
Indulge yourselves!
Too bad for you guys. I'm just gonna wipe you all out. Top prize, recover skill points and all allies regenerate energy. I did not see all my allies regenerating energy. Unless it's only a certain percentage of energy, but... Okay.
Pretty simple. I just hope these tests don't take too long.
They will take a very long time, probably. As you can see, I'm going to pretty much of... Oh, this one's harder.
Becoming the first group of dream chasers. Answering the call from the watchmaker, you are disappointed to learn that Penacony isn't paved with gold.
This monkey makes things a little bit more difficult if you don't have a shielder.
Dredges, biding your time for a chance at success. Just as you're about to give up, a downpour sparks a business idea. You enter the umbrella business. But just as things are looking up, you encounter a competitor.
The umbrella business?
Victorious from this
What?
trade war.
Why is our opponent so glad?
That's a very good question, Firefly.
This is Soul Glad Enterprises' 33rd festivity auditions of the 20th season.
Isn't this just product placement?
Yes, it is.
Safeguard the integrity of Soul Glad. I will soar high into the sky.
Oh, shut up, you dang monkey.
Shiniest star. Whoosh.
Everyone's a customer. Happy New Year.
Okay, first we're gonna hit with this. I think I can probably survive one hit from the monkey. Oh, that was a lot more damage than I would have liked. I will admit.
Time to mix things up.
Here we go.
Nice, like a good brew, my
Next.
friend. Indulge yourselves!
Okay, this will maybe put them down for a bit.
It too shall fall.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Free will, or was it destined for oblivion?
Okay, that's pretty decent damage so far. Hey, there's no reason to be rude to Gallagher. Or maybe there's plenty of reasons. You know, maybe Gallagher owes him money. You never really know with this guy.
Time for a good old counterattack.
Step up, let's see ya.
I weep for the departed.
Alright, come on. There we go. Who needs shields, right, guys? Who needs shields when you have an Acheron?
Kisses me with pain, and I provide with soul glad.
The world kisses me with pain. What kind of phrase is that? What does that mean? To be fair, I think the monkeys that you find like on the actual map are probably harder than that. This is a part of story, and I don't think they were planning on making it that difficult of a fight. So
Congratulations.
oh, the T-Rexes? Oh no, we got this. These dinos are pushovers.
However, now you face a competitor selling at low prices, pushing you to the brink of bankruptcy.
Oh, damn it.
No matter how lengthy the battle, you
Bankruptcy, that's just like real life. Come on.
topple this powerful opponent, and the tides will turn, paving a way to success.
None will take my soul glad away from me. I will use the transmutation arcanum to turn into a dinosaur.
But you're already a dinosaur.
Oh, dinosaur! Devour my enemies!
You're also a dinosaur.
Grab a bottle of soul glad and make your dreams a blast!
That jingle is already annoying. That jingle is already fucking annoying.
Everyone's a customer.
Nice like a good, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Let's see. May as well just go ahead, do that. Ask this.
I weep for the
Now we're gonna wipe you out.
It too shall fall.
You have the upper hand.
Like I said, the T-Rex do be a pushover.
Another journey begins, destined for oblivion.
Oh, that was pretty close. That one could have gotten wiped out. But now that means I can focus on this other one. Why do you look like you're in the overcooked state? And I don't like it.
We have the upper hand.
Okay, everything is fine now.
Ready for another? Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Isn't serious, huh?
Okay, you're dead. Thank you.
Free will, or what you still
And now so are you. All right, that seems simple. Like I said, the T-Rexes are kind of pushovers. When I first started playing this area in Penacony, they were pretty difficult to fight, but then it was like, okay, nah, once you start getting some, what's the answer for this? Once you start getting some DOT characters on your team, they're very simple to beat.
Mr. Dang is waiting for us.
Actually, even without DOT, they're pretty simple to beat.
Isn't this fight way off from the actual storyline?
Transforming into a dinosaur isn't imaginative enough for you? This is the sort of magic only seen on Penacony. Anyway, let's get back on track. Where were we? Oh, that's right. An extended battle. You finally emerged victorious! But the companion who journeyed to Penacony with you
Turn into a dragon next time. Yeah, exactly.
lost all hope. In the years that followed, you encountered each other once more on the prosperous streets of Penacony, but dared not call out to one another.
Okay, what are we even talking about right now? I am so confused.
Dream chaser. Ah, well done! You brought to life the thrilling action scenes from Once Upon a Time in Dreams with your fighting skills.
I do not recall any of this happening in the Once Upon a Time series, but hey, you know, you do you. I may as well grab this chest, right? Like, it's just right here. All right, let's see what else you got for us.
Congrats to both of you for clearing the stage, but more importantly, are you having fun?
No, not really.
Fun is more important than success. Look at the time. You finished much faster than that red-haired contestant.
Who is the red-haired contestant? Was it Argenti?
Contestant. Who is that exactly?
Somehow it just turns out it's Luca.
Eventually, but only if you clear the next test first. Welcome to the second stage of the 33rd Scorched Sand Festival in the 20th season.
Red, how would it be Blade?
Enterprises. Gunfire time. You have the option.
What, are we gonna see Blade in a wig?
Brother Hanu's trial, or time where you'll face Clucky's trial. And now, make your choice.
Yeah, but I wouldn't describe his hair as being fiery red. Penacony isn't the brightest? What do you mean? It's doing nothing but shining. All right. What was this again? Gunfire time? I didn't pay attention to what this was, so we're just gonna go do the gunfire trial, I guess. Space anchor activated. All right. All right, what are you showing me, Red? Not bad.
Dear friends, welcome to the enchanting universe created by the Watchmaker. Awaiting you is the morally dubious yet ever charming character from the animated Clocky series.
Morally dubious? I thought Hanu was considered like a great hero.
Inspired by the Watchmaker's own experiences. According to research by Clocky scholars, the original Hanu of reality shared a deep friendship with the Watchmaker, akin to comrades in arms.
It was like roll 3 times in the crit damage and you'll E6 Jing Liu. It did more than that. So did you E6 Jing Liu? Or is that going to be your objective for next time?
If it's a gunfire trial.
Because I'm going to say, you might be waiting a while for that one.
I hope this won't waste too much of our time.
I found a bird. Hey, what's up, beloved madman? How's it going? Like, we have no idea when we're gonna be getting another rerun at all.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
All right, we are now turning into Hanu once again.
Are we both in control of this Hanu character?
Maybe.
Very good. Looks like you've got the hang of it. In this Hanu's Adventure episode, Boss Stone has gathered his battleships for an assault on Dreamville. Old Buzzfly, Cousin Wolf, and Bombhead are all raring to go. The brave Hanu
Old Buzzfly, Cousin Wolf, and Bombhead. Okay, those are some interesting names.
Hanu presently is ill-equipped to fend off the malevolent mischief makers, which is why he is preparing to seek out the Puzzle Gentleman's aid.
Just give him a rocket launcher. He'll do fine. I guess no rocket launcher in this one. Damn.
Oh, brave Hanu. You look like you could really use some help.
What was that voice?
You look pretty stressed out. How about an intense and thrilling game of Dream Jigsaw to blow off some steam?
How about no? The plot dictates that you directly provide aid to us. Is Dream Jigsaw really that intense and thrilling? Gosh, this is the first time I've ever seen you crouch down. But really cool sounding humph. It just might be the coolest humph in history.
Are you telling me that Boss
Oh my god. I love how much they really... I love that they really do just let us,
Listen closely, Hanu.
really go into the whole Hanu character.
And I also know there's one just upstairs.
Well, that's great.
You know what? You'll have to play an exhilarating round of Dream Jigsaw first. No Jigsaw, no moving forward.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. That a real cool sounding humph.
Now scurry along, Hanu, but tread carefully. Two ne'er-do-wells are also eyeing those jigsaw pieces. Either outsmart them with a quick knockout, or ensure they don't catch you in the act. I can't wait to see you finish the
I need to start dedicating time to ornaments, because, like, admittedly, that's probably the hardest thing to do, where it's like...
Let's stay alert and make sure those monsters don't
It
spot
takes so
us.
much longer to farm versus anything else. All right, let's see. Go over here. It's not like I don't want to.
If we can push that thing down.
All right, there's a chest. Like, I'll finish my Firefly farming and then I'll worry about it. For now, it's just not that big of a deal. But I also need to start doing my Trailblazer farming as well. So it's like, okay, gonna have to take a little bit of... Okay, there's one piece right there. I'm not farming for relics, though. I'm farming for... destruction mats. Because here's the thing. I'm not going to farm for the relics until I'm sure they're not going to put out a new best set for. Especially because I don't even know what set would be good for Firefly, so there's no point in me doing like, oh, I'm going to go pre-farm for her. I'm just trying to get the mats, so it's like day one, she's going to be maxed out on all of her traces. She's going to be max level. And she's going to be, she's going to have a maxed out light cone. Day one. Nope, I'm getting her. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm getting her. That's like, that's just gonna happen. Yeah. I'm gonna get her light cone too. I don't believe in ifs, ands, or buts.
The exquisite sensation of perfect alignment. My organization.
Like, Red, let me put it like this. I'm at 65 character pity right now. And I'm already at like 65 tickets. The patch just started a few days ago. So it's like I'm gonna be able to save up enough to not. So even if I lose that first 50-50, I should be able to go up to another pity zone and get her light cone. My light cone pity is also at 65. So unless I lose the light cone pity, which is very unlikely, he says after he just lost a light cone. He just lost a 75-25 on his standard only account, but that's beside the point. It's just not... It's not really in favor of me losing on getting all of these things. I know the answer for this one.
What exactly is he talking about?
How would I know?
Tick-tock! It's time for me to...
Oh, hey, it's Clocky! Ah, the plot thickens. Help!
I can also see him. Is this character part of the show?
But yeah, I'm going for both Firefly and her Lycone. Everything's getting maxed out day one.
Like right now.
But I'm just going to go ahead and say, it's like, I'm never going to go into a banner and be like, oh yeah, if I lose. I'm just going to try my best to be like, no, here's my goal, and I'm going to get it. Because if you go into a banner and you're like, oh man, what if I lose? Do I have enough? It's like, it just feels bad. It's like, yeah, sure, you've tempered your expectations, but hey, what, Red? If you want to go ahead and bring my spirit down, go ahead, do it. Bring it on. If I get Firefly first multi, you realize the likelihood of that is like 80% because my pity is 65.
Logic in this plot and dialogue.
So the final roll on that one is a 75, so that would be put me like right at the soft pity mark.
Well, here we go again.
At the very least, it should be more like if I get Firefly between like and her Lycone in like my first 3 multis, then I would say, yeah, I got to. Oh yeah, there's definitely 50-50, but I'm not going to sit here and be like, okay, well, what if I lose the 50-50? I do want a Firefly emote, but I'll talk about it later. Yo, Firefly nom emote. It's just Firefly eating a burger. Yeah, I've heard the whole, it's like, it's actually like 5644. It's like, really? Or, okay.
That's right, pal. The upcoming script is just exploding with all sorts of high-level shenanigans. Last we saw, Hanu was preparing for battle. Suddenly,
I'm gonna say, here's the logic of that. It's like a it's like an actual coin toss. So, mathematically speaking, if I flip a coin, it should land on heads or tails half of the time. But we all know it's like there's so many other factors that go into it that if you have an infinite number of coin flips, it's still likely you're gonna land on one side more times than the other, right? Like that's just kind of how it is.
What a coincidentally convenient plot twist.
Flip it 1,000 times, and you could still have like 750 of those times could still be heads instead of tails. The thing with you, Red, is that I can't tell if that's meant to be an actual thing or if that's you just trying to make a joke. Really could be any of them, to be honest.
He wasn't lying. There's actually a bazooka here.
Yeah, but this isn't our bazooka. Or oh. There it is. This is our bazooka. Me sitting here and realizing I don't know how to use the bazooka with controller.
Those baddies. This thing feels just like the soaring locust too.
So I just want to point this out here. Quick question. Am I the only one who loves using this bazooka? Oh, man. Oh, dear.
Careful. It looks like we've got more company.
That's not very fun. Oops. You guys didn't see nothing? Uh-oh.
Here we go again. But no big deal.
Uh-oh. We're surrounded.
Bazooka now.
Uh-oh. Come on!
No, not so unstoppable, Hanu.
Nah, I call bullshit. That missile curved.
And seek revenge against the bad guys.
I call bullshit. That missile curved.
Oh my! The unstoppable Hanu has been spotted. Everyone, please proceed with caution.
Come on. Okay, so I need to take out this one first, or else it's just gonna, or else it will just slaughter me. All right, I got this. I got this. You stop walking?
That should be all of them, right?
No.
Hanu is on a streak.
There's definitely more.
The stage is complete. Quickly, head through the TV to the next stage.
Well, what if I don't want to head to the next stage? I'm collecting bullets right now. Thank you very much. I gotta collect all my ammo because likely I'm gonna have to shoot more things. Oh wait, never mind. The Hanu adventure is over. Boring. I'm just kidding. I love the rocket launcher.
But it is gonna be hard to let go of this bazooka.
Firefly, put the bazooka down.
Let's hurry over to the next stage.
You have a mech suit that probably does way more damage than that bazooka ever will. And yet you want to be like, oh man, but the bazooka, Fox. To be fair, I think even if I had like a super awesome mech suit, I too would be like, but the mech suit. Okay, there's a puzzle up there. Cannot be open in current state. Well, that's dumb. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, Fox. You shouldn't be getting distracted by the chests right now.
Congratulations to both of you. Oh, you've overcome all obstacles and proven yourselves. But, unfortunately...
Why not? We're here as a
one
team.
who can be Penacony's festive superstar. In the final stage, you will face the defending champion. If you fail, you will lose the
All right, who's the defending champion?
the festive superstar.
Bring it on. We've got this.
Welcome to the 33rd Scorch Sand Festival's third stage in the 20th season, sponsored by
Yes, we get it. You're sponsored by Soul Glad. Can we stop with the product placement, please? All right, it's time to face the champion. Let's see what they've got for us. All right, I wonder who the champion is. Superstar Showdown Arena. Are they not the exact same thing? Did anyone else choose the Superstar Arena 2? And if so, is it different from the Arena 1? I have no clue. Yo!
I think I just saw someone.
It's Argenti! I knew it. Didn't even give him voice lines.
A Knight of Beauty?
They're not even giving... So the red-haired contestant was you all along? Yo, what happened? On hearing a... Sorry, I guess I gotta voice act this myself. Upon hearing of the impending festivities, I commanded the one and only to bring me to Penacony with full haste. Alas, in a cosmos unguarded by the beauty, disorder prevails. Thus my passage was delayed by tending to the sick and injured. Fortunately, the mini-rabbit mech pilot, stray cat duelist, galactic ninja, and quad-drive Intellitron, along with 32 other souls in distress, all emerged from their predicament safe and sound. I then led them all here to revel in the harmony with the countless other splendid beings. You're quite the savior, aren't you? I do not deserve such praise. Unfortunately, that dashing IPC ambassador, whose radiance matches that of a beautiful peacock, remains in a woeful state. How I wish he too could partake in this splendid occasion. Hey, what's up, Deadly Nepsol? How's it going? Okay, let's get back to business. Since fate has brought us together, it stands to reason that you both seek the accolade of the audition's victor, correct? Though upon arrival, I was once mistaken for a towering silver-armored fugitive with fiery red flames. Due to my lack of eloquence, it matters not, for all these trials stem from the land of dreams' beauty. What matters is that I now stand before you. Our paths have crossed. I, Argenti of the Knights of Beauty, am humbly requesting for a battle in the name of the Code of Chivalry with you both. If I am fortunate enough to remain victorious, kindly grant me passage to the crown of victory and recognize that Idrilla, the beauty, is the most peerless beauty of them all. Leveling March just so you can get more jades. Fair. So I'm curious, how do you guys prefer to use Gallagher's ultimate? I prefer to use it as soon as it's available. Because it's like, it just seems like a pretty good way of handling. Of course, I do understand using it when the enemy's turn is just coming up is probably not the best way, given that puts you in a very bad spot because it means you lose a turn almost immediately on the debuff state, because I forget what it's called. But to me, it like works out pretty fine. Okay, well that's not very fun. Alright, here we go. We're making our way. We're making headway, guys, obviously.
Don't worry, it's just a scrape.
Was it really just a scrape? Oh no, he brought out the shields. But not to worry, I can deal with these shields. Okay, apparently I can't. Oh, wait. Never mind, I can in fact handle these shields. Okay, I was confused. I didn't realize they do these things. I didn't realize they do something when you destroy them. Okay. That's pretty fun to realize.
Nice, like a good, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Enemy targets detect. Ready for another?
Oh wait, wrong skill. I I tried using Gwynifen's ultimate apparently. Yeah, I'm trying to max out Gallagher's light cone. I just need one more and then it'll be S5. So I've been collecting the stuff pretty heavily. The ultimate is Eternal Sincerity. Beautiful. Beautiful! Truly a captivating contest. It is through you that I realize to uphold the honor of Idrilla, I must further hone my skills. What a beautiful lesson indeed. I cannot do this voice. Go forth, my friend. Beautiful Miss. The audition's crown is yours to claim. I shall remain here, gazing from afar as you bask in the limelight, joining the audience in offering you the most heartfelt cheers and
We don't
applause.
have much time. May fate allow us to meet again.
I love how they did not give this guy any voice acted lines whatsoever. Like, everything has been voice acted to this point, except for Argenti.
Penacony's really thronging with talent.
Is there a reason for that? Was Argenti's VA just sick during this? That's the only thing I can think of. It'd be weird if Argenti sounds like D-Loop with a weird accent. Honestly, that'd be kind of funny. All right, we are now the champion superstars. Also, does anyone else feel like this is more of a side quest than it is a main story thing? Like, just because they threw Argenti in here, it's like, was there a point to this in any way? Although I guess this was the way that we were going to be, the birth of a superstar, huh? Wait, are we about to have to do an interview? What? No! I have stage fright! I can't do an interview!
Congratulations to the both of you on becoming the festive superstars of this
Hey, what's up,
year's
Emperor Nero Sword? How's it going?
Before entering the Grand Theater,
Oh, right.
I, on behalf of the organizers, extend my sincere congratulations to you. Wishing you joy.
Why does Sunday look so ominous right now? It's kind of scary. All I get are sincere congratulations. I love this answer, but I'm not gonna pick it because I'm like, no, there's no reason for this one. But holy shit, if I was going for pure comedy, I love this. All I get are sincere congratulations. Where are my stellar jades? I want to hear this being voice acted, like by Kalis and Stella's voice actors, because I think that's so funny. But I guess they don't do it because then it's like they'd have to pay extra. You already worked things out with the Dream Master?
As previously promised, my sister, Mr. Yang, and I have met with the Dream Master.
Somehow, I don't think this is going to go well for us.
Penacony and its Stellaron, and have come to a consensus. Both I and the Oak family cannot acquiesce to your request.
Doubtful.
Just as expected.
We acknowledge the perspective of you, Nameless. Penacony does require change, but not as you.
Wow, Sunday betrayed
The
us.
planet of festivities cannot.
Who
and
could have
will
ever
not
seen that
revert
one
to a
coming, right,
place
guys?
Characterized by chaos, disorder, or anarchy. Through your journey of overcoming obstacles, you must have glimpsed the essence of that era. The vulnerable ruthlessly eliminated. Equality non-existent. Common folk living precarious lives.
Not really.
eking out a dreary
I didn't get any of that from from the obstacles that we had to face while getting from the beginning of this little trial to the end.
But I would dare ask, if you did not possess the special
Sunday
status of
monologues too
having
much to be a good guy. Fair enough.
and you were but an anonymous and frail member among the masses, which Penacony would you prefer? A dystopia for the survival of the fittest, or a sweet dream paradise for all?
Why would it matter that we have a Stellaron? There's nothing wrong with being the fittest. I don't know. Why are you asking me? He's not misleading me. It's like, it's not really up to me to decide what's better. But if you continuously live in a dream to escape from the hardships of reality, you become trapped in a fantasy, and therefore, honestly speaking, you can't move forward. If anything, I think this is interesting because we talk about how you can't reach dormancy in the dream, but that's because the dream in and of itself would be the aspect of dormancy. Nothing moves forward because nothing develops.
We'll at least know what Welt and Miss Robin are dealing with, and the reason why they failed to make our appointment.
At least the people in the Golden Hour don't seem to move forward. They don't develop. Whereas the people in the darker dream seem to be all about learning how to live outside of it.
About our tribulations and choices, our ideals.
Yo, we about to get some backstory here? We doing a flashback?
Course of action. The only path to take.
I swear, if you switch POV on me right now, I'm going to flip. I see a loading screen. A while ago?
You mean to say that for the longest time, there have been scoundrels who would use the Charmity Festival that I have bequeathed to the masses as a tool to realize their ambition?
Uh-oh.
Indeed, Dream Master. Once the Charmony Festival begins, the Stellaron's powers, along with the song, will be broadcast across the entire planet of Penacony.
Yeah, I get the feeling the Dream Master knew about this.
This is indeed surprising to me. The dreamscape is maintained by the collective effort of the 5 families. If someone were to use the Charmony Festival to recklessly disseminate the power of the Stellaron, this individual must hold a position of great authority.
You mean like the Dream Master?
Do you have any suspects?
I'd like to ask, did you really not know of the Stellaron's existence?
I would have never thought that this nameless would point the spear at me. Quite astonishing indeed.
If I have offended, the Astral Express extends its sincere apologies. But the current circumstances are dire and leave no room for meticulous inquiry. We're doing this out of concern.
I call bullshit. There's no way this thing didn't know about the Stellaron, so it's gonna lie, obviously.
Dream Master, it's just to prove that the Charmony Festival has nothing to do with the Stellaron. If we're being overly cautious, I will return to the stage to offer tribute in song, just per the arrangement.
Sunday, Robin, I've watched you two grow up and know your dispositions like the back of my
I love how the Dream Master does not want to give a straight answer. It just is like deflection upon deflection. So I'm gonna guess he's gonna be like, I raised you. You know that you can trust me.
The magnitude of this matter is enormous and cannot be taken lightly. Since Mr. Yang has asked with such earnestness, I will personally respond in kind. If there is a need, the entire Oak family will be mobilized to heed your call. Sunday, might I ask you to beseech them to cast their light unto me and question me in their stead?
I don't like how Sunday is smiling. He's got a very creepy grin going on right there. Like, maybe it's just the angle of his face, but it's just like, uh-huh.
Present as a witness, to document the truth, and to proclaim my innocence, so that all slander may be utterly dispelled.
I think if it turns out that the Dream
you
Master,
command.
like, honestly speaking, I would not be surprised if it's like the Dream Master is... I don't know. It's like they really want to try to defuse it, but I know Sunday is definitely the bad guy here.
Oh, triple-faced soul. Please sear his tongue and palms.
Like with powers like this, it's like, oh my god.
He will not be able to fabricate
Or maybe I
lies
just
and make
really
false
want him to be the bad guy. I don't know. But the Dream Master is looking kind of sus as well.
There is nothing else to prepare.
Understood.
I think I just am reading too much into it, and I'm not allowing the story to tell itself.
Have you devoted your life to your god, never worshipping other gods?
Naturally.
Do you love your god as you do yourself, always heeding their admonishments?
Naturally.
Naturally is not a yes.
Have you strayed from the path expected by your god, betraying their name?
Never.
Have you ever been inordinate with your asks of your god, coveting more than the foundation of the creation itself?
Never.
What is with these questions? Just ask him. Did you know about
the final question?
Did you know about the Stellaron?
Do you swear to fulfill all vows, past, present, and future?
With the Eon as my witness, if I do not deliver on my words, or if I renege on my vows, may I be cursed in accordance with divine law.
They have seen your faith, and have endorsed your faith. With this, it can be evidenced...
What?
A moment.
What is it, Mr. Yang?
I have another question I hope to have answered. To my understanding, the family's harmony and prosperity have never relied on so-called divine laws. The god you both mentioned, are they truly Shipe?
Uh-oh.
Mr. Yang should know that those belonging to the family toil together as if they were kin, embracing solidarity and unity under their light.
The bell. I hear the bells tolling.
Bare before the harmony. Such a delicate and complex symphony.
Sounds like a cult.
Which other god could perfectly harmonize this, if not for the great one, Shipe?
Uh-oh.
Perfectly harmonize. Therein lies the problem. It isn't an outsider lurking in the shadows who changed the harmony, but a dissonance that has surreptitiously emerged from within this very symphony itself. In the distant past, there existed an Eon. With one flick of the wrist, they crafted the laws of the cosmos. Their followers formed the Beyond the Sky Choir, spreading solemn and reverent hymns throughout the universe.
The Sky Choir, huh? You mean like the You mean like the
by this Eon clashed with
boy.
ultimately being absorbed and fused into.
Damn, Welt is just giving us a history lesson, and we're learning more about it.
Fell silent, and when it echoed anew, it was transformed.
The second I see the word choir, I'm like, okay, I know where this is going. To be fair, the people who have been playing this game have been calling this since like since the beginning, I think.
Echoes of bygone dissonance may subtly arise.
Mr. Yang, being overly astute can be a detriment. Especially when you find yourself
If you think you have the power to take on Welt, oh boy.
So this is how it is.
For the sake of our grand cause, Sunday, please afford these two an
Yep, knew it.
to rest.
What?
Man, who would have ever thought that Sunday would betray us, right, guys? Who would have ever thought?
Robin. It's just you. I did not wish for you to know this.
Yep, he filtered us, damn.
It's a pity that things have turned out this way.
Dude, I feel bad for Robin.
This is the true reason I can't sing. The shadow that envelops Penacony is actually...
We were never children of the harmony. Our ideal paradise could not have been crafted by Xipe. True bliss can only be guaranteed by the one who transcends the many. Within the foundation of law, humanity establishes civilization, and through harmony, we obtain order.
Yep, that went about as well as I thought it would. Yep.
Unbelievable. To think that there would be remnants of the Order on Penacony.
What have you done with Mr.
So he's a
Yang and Miss
Templar, I guess.
Don't worry. I just gave them some time alone to ponder their fates.
Dude, you brain jacked your sister. Let's go ahead and be real here.
These actions make you an enemy of the Astral Express.
Should we need to stand against the Nameless, it would only be myself and the Oak family involved. But we haven't reached that point yet, have we?
Oh no, we definitely have.
Your efforts for the justice of Penacony are evident to everyone, and have been widely observed.
Oh wait, sorry, I keep forgetting I have my controller turned off. You want to talk terms with us?
Smart kid. You're just as sharp as the other one.
Other one?
If it is the Order that drove you to
Oh,
imprison Welt and Robin, and you're using them to coerce our compliance, then there'll be no point.
Yeah, I kind of have to agree. Now we're taking you down. Time to bring Penacony crumbling to the ground.
And just as the family has always proclaimed, no one can be harmed in the dreamscape, least of all in the beautiful new world belonging.
We don't need to worry about you harming them in the dreamscape. We need to worry about you harming them in reality. Like, what's to stop you from just going into their rooms and killing them there?
The strong wield their blades against the weak, and the victors push the vanquished to the brink of life.
By all technicality, would her space laser actually work?
The world abides by this
since she's in the dream right now?
Establishing the well-being of humanity atop the corpses of the downtrodden. Only we, or
I think that's always the weird part about this, is that you tend to forget that it's like everything that we're doing, we're in a dream. We're not we're not really anywhere except in the hotel.
No one's ever done such a thing.
If Miss Himiko is interested, let's draw back the veil and speak candidly. I've always firmly believed that people can understand one another through peaceful means.
You mean by brainjacking them?
I'm willing to divulge the unembellished truth as to the intentions of the Order's Pathstriders, so that you will make better judgment for the Astral
Dude, you kidnapped our friends. We're taking you down. There is no discussion.
Words can hardly do justice to the beauty of that ideal. So, come with me, everyone. Let us retrace our steps.
Okay, that sounds like telepathy, and I don't like it. This dude is in my head, and I don't like it. Get out.
Huh? Where'd he go?
Home?
Welcome. This isn't any location in Penacony's dreamscape. It's my inner world. The reason the scenery before you remains
You went to get milk? Oh, well then I hope he stays gone.
Your consciousness has drawn on similar concepts to fill in the gaps.
You've imprisoned us?
To Welt?
It's a tuning process, stronger in effect and more draining on the mind. The gray-haired guest has experienced it before, so
I have a name, and also Firefly also has gray hair.
Tuning allows you to intuitively grasp my feelings.
Well, I guess technically they say ours is gray and Firefly is silver. But still, what did he have time to add these graphics? I don't know.
The road we once took begins here.
Uh-oh. We about to get some flashbacks?
You will witness the numerous decisions I've faced. I've selected a portion of these to share with you.
Wait, why is...
I believe after going through similar predicaments, you'll be able to better understand my thoughts. Let's begin. The first decision.
I'm very confused right now. What is going... Okay.
This story happened when Robin and I were very young. We were victims of the Stellaron disaster. And the founders, Mr. Gopher Wood, who would later
I thought they were in a
become the
war.
Master of Penacony, saw that we siblings
That's
had
what
no
it
one
seemed
to turn
like.
to and took us in. Later on, Robin and I lived a time with nary a care in the world. One day, after dinner, while my younger sister and I were lounging about in Mr. Gopher Wood's yard, we spotted a fledgling.
If that was war, then Disney is a calamity. Holy... Oh, man.
That baby bird was tiny. It didn't even have all of its feathers, and it couldn't sing.
Oh, it couldn't sing, huh?
It was already on its last breath.
That bird was Robin.
Having fallen into a shrub, probably abandoned by its parents. We decided to build a nest for it right there and then. However, thinking back, that winter was unusually cold, with fierce winds at night in the yard, not to mention the many poisonous bugs and wild beasts in the vicinity. It was clear that if we left the fledgling in the yard, it stood no chance of surviving until spring. So, I suggested we take it inside, place it on the shelf by the window, and asked the adults to fashion a cage for it. We decided that when it regained its strength enough to spread its wings, we would release it back into the wild. The tragic part, something that we'd never considered.
Well, here's something you never considered. Is that because you took the bird inside, had it in a cage, it never learned how to fly, and that's why it died in the first place. If you had left it alone, maybe it would have been fine.
Now, I pass the power of choice to you all. Faced with this situation, what choice would you make? Stick to the original plan, and build a nest with soft net where the Charmony dove fell. Or build a cage for it, and feed it, giving it the utmost care from within the warmth of a home. I eagerly await your answer.
I think in this situation, in a way, both of these sound pretty good. But here's the thing that I've always understood is that when you find animals in the wild, it's not a bad thing to care for them kind of thing, but it's like in the end you have to understand that those animals are wild and that as you bring them in, you may end up domesticating them and they lose all instinct and they do not develop the way that they should. So I would say, like, really build a bird nest on the spot is more in line with what I would do.
Since you've made up your mind, allow me to reveal what fate this choice will bring to the fledgling. From what I've observed, there are at least 3 predators in that yard that prey on small birds. The Vossicle scorpion, Asdana wolverine, and the Huntington winged snake. Even if they shy away from humans, these animals are still near apex predators in a fenced location like a yard. In such a location, only one fate awaits that little Charmony dove. A painful death.
Damn. We killed the bird.
The choice you made, I am deeply sorry. Now, let us advance to the second decision. This time, It's the story of a dream.
Here's the thing, though. It's just like, that's just kind of Mother Nature. It's like, it's not nice, but it's like the bird had more chance of surviving by being out in the wild.
Melodia, a position exclusive to the Oak family, charged with listening to the problems and vexations of dreamscape residents and providing them with the relevant guidance. It was during that period that I had the opportunity to hear voices from all corners of the dreamscape. Joy, sorrow, arrogance, regret. The complex tapestry of human nature that formed the world. And I was fortunate to catch a glimpse of it.
Oh, is it going back to the story of
He
the...
was a dream chaser and an illegal stowaway. Just like the rest of them, he came to Penacony in search of a better life. Except that, to most people, the price he paid, I suppose you could say it was.
So now they're gonna ask us, it's like, would you forgive him?
He told me, I sold everything I could at home. The house, the land, even his 2 children. He said he could not afford to raise them. And that, at least...
Oh, no. This is a complicated one.
He had a plan in place. He would buy back his children once he had made his fortune, and enjoy Penacony's beautiful dream with them. Alas, his plan to smuggle himself was somewhat clumsy, and he was sniffed out by those pig-headed hounds. After hearing the Dream Chaser's story, I immediately appealed to the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit. That way, at least he could live peacefully. But I was still too naive to the ways of the world. I did not anticipate that what I thought
What
was
happened?
a kind gesture would later lead to dire consequences. I'll tell you the outcome soon. For now, I'd like you all to make a choice. Will you do as I did and try to convince the Bloodhound family to stop their pursuit so that the Dream Chaser may live peacefully and realize his wishes? Or will you remain silent, leaving him to languish while the hounds are hot on his heels until his inevitable judgment arrives?
Ooh, this is a tough one because
decisions. Who knows? Perhaps they might even alter.
in the end, I really just like. I don't like the fact that he sold his kids into slavery. I really don't, and I completely disagree with the choice where I would say, you know what, fuck this guy. But at the same time, I'm listening to it, it's like, he only did it because he, one, somehow believed that they would have better treatment as slaves. I don't know why. That doesn't make it any better, in my opinion. I have no idea. Because I can see why Sunday decided to forgive him. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. But it's like, if he's not given the opportunity to correct his mistakes, at the same time, he's not going to be, you know, their situation doesn't change. So I guess in this situation, maybe I could say at least give the guy a chance. But I don't like it. It's because, again, I really think that I should go with remain silent and enforce the law. It's like, nah, this guy needs to go down. Let me see what Himiko and March had to say. I feel like I'm gonna regret this.
It seems illegal stowaways are really quite common on Penacony. But that guy in the story, I don't think he deserves any sympathy at all.
Oh, so March 7th is on my side.
Kids to chase a dream. Even if he intended to go back for them, it's still insanely irresponsible.
I agree.
With that thought, there's only one choice. Let the Bloodhound send him
But then
back
what
home.
happens to his kids?
This
Like,
person deserves to be punished.
so basically Himiko has the better option?
A dream chaser story. If I acted out of kindness, I would probably ask the Bloodhounds to stop their pursuit and lend him a hand. But what cruel repercussion would this choice result in? I think Sunday must have been deeply impressed by the limitations of the strong defending the weak through this incident.
No, I read what you said, Fallen Sky. I'm just like, I'm sorry, I gotta say, I just don't have any sympathy for this guy.
It seems you, like me, are pondering whether a different choice could have led to a better outcome. Sadly, his fate would only be more tragic. Say he never gets caught.
Well, duh.
He would only die from delirium.
Aren't most people?
The methods with which illegal stowaways enter dreams are unorthodox. Not flawless like the hotels.
Actually, the sad part is there. You know what? I'm not gonna address that. Nope, gonna leave that alone.
Should he be apprehended? Could the hounds afford to turn a blind eye? The answer is a definitive no. They couldn't bear the resulting consequences, and thus wouldn't dare extend a helping hand. As to your choice, I once again offer my heartfelt apologies.
I feel like he's just gonna apologize on all factors.
Final decision.
All right, let's see what he's got for us.
Is my own.
Isn't every single one of these stories your own?
This story happened the day I was appointed the Oak family head. At that time, Mr. Gopherwood was the current Dream Master. And as per his wish, we had a private conversation. What surprised me was that the Dream Master had only come to deliver a letter to me. He let me read its contents, and it was a letter from my sister.
Uh-oh.
The letter contained the usual pleasantries, anecdotes from her travels. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just as I started wondering how this letter related to our discussion, the Dream Master began to speak.
Do you know who wrote this letter?
My sister, of course. But why would you personally visit me to hand me a letter from my sister containing mere trivialities?
That's a good question.
To help you grasp the full scope of this issue. Do you know where Robin is at this moment?
No.
From what the letter indicates, she must be in Caspelina 8, correct? She's touring there right now.
Correct. Has she mentioned anything about a stray bullet?
A stray bullet?
Wait, what? What about a bullet?
A war has broken out on that planet. It is because of this very reason that Robin chose this destination. To spread the word of harmony.
Robin's being a badass. She's like, oh god, there's a war on this planet? Let's go.
Made for the front lines. She hoped to ease the people's suffering with song, and was willing to brave mortal danger to deliver the IPC's medical supplies.
Unfortunately, stray bullets show no such compassion.
Is she all right?
If the operation was successful, she should probably be recovering in the field hospital.
We'll sing them down from violence, get shot in the throat. Yep.
The bullet struck her neck directly, yet possibly as a reward for her consistent deeds of harmony. It didn't hit any vital arteries. Once you've attended to your outstanding tasks, it'd be advisable to write her back as soon as possible.
Those damn savages. I'll pack my bags.
Dude,
right
calm
away.
down. She's fine. I mean, she got shot in the neck, but she's fine. She's alive.
Now you understand why she always wears such elaborate neck ornaments, don't you?
How could this happen? Miss Robin.
I mean, I didn't really think about it. I just thought she liked wearing necklaces. Because people do that. Why would I think she got shot?
Harmony's limitations and predicament. As grandiose as the strong defending the weak sounds, many times, it is nothing more than wishful thinking.
Like, if you think about it, it's like her neck ornamentation really isn't that elaborate.
I've prepared one last question, one last choice. But rest assured, this choice will not have any grave consequences.
You sure about that?
Because this is merely a figment of imagination, a nightmare that has haunted me through countless nights. If you ever had the opportunity to make a choice like I did.
Is he just looking for us to validate all of his choices? And so it's like, if we choose anything opposite to him, he's just like, oh, no, I'm sorry, it's wrong. Support Robin to go on her journey. Stop Robin from going on her journey. In a way, I understand both of these, but if this is really something that she has to do.
I see. I am now aware of everyone's stances. Raising these questions merely serves to illustrate one point. The plight of Penacony cannot be salvaged by the harmony. The true foundation for a sweet dream paradise can only be
How did
established
answering
through the
anything that we said?
when the strong
Oh.
govern the weak. I know the suffering of being tormented.
I guess the law thing, you know, we kind of... That would be in line with the order, wouldn't it? Damn.
Set in when matters don't work out.
Wonder how that changes the story.
This causes me
Oops.
unending pain. Because this is not what happiness is at all. We must teach the weak how to live a happy life. And this life isn't some noble propriety that the upper crust preaches, but in definitive terms, a way of survival that belongs to everyone.
So what is your definition of living a happy life?
Easy, everyone's caged up like a bird.
Good question. Human consciousness is fundamentally an illusion, a cage known as self-worth.
So is he gonna pull a,
make mistakes, yet still ask that external influence.
What's he gonna do? Destroy everyone's sense of self-worth and willpower?
One mistake after the next permeates the masses. They become impossible.
Me realizing that's probably exactly what he's going to
The
do.
announcing of these individual cages culminate to form a prison. A place dictated only by the rule of survival of the fittest. Nature is always accompanied by predation and sacrifice. Its antithesis is known as order.
But wasn't it order that established that very factor? It's like, to you it's chaos, but wouldn't the term order dictate law, which that law would dictate a survival of the nature of survival of the fittest? So isn't it kind of an oxymoron?
To build a haven for mankind. Simply describing thoughts is far too abstract. So allow me to provide a simple example. As you all may know, there are societal norms like weekends and long weekends that exist on some worlds.
This is true.
During these hard-earned rest days, people are given the chance to extricate themselves from the stresses of everyday life, allowing a certain tranquility.
I'm supposed to relax on a weekend? Nobody told me this.
And it is only on these days that people do not have to
I feel jibbed. I feel cheated. Why did no one tell me I was allowed to relax on a weekend?
Happily during these brief intermissions. It's just a pity that 2 or 3 days are still too fleeting compared to the span of a lifetime.
Yep.
From where I stand, society's ideal system should be 7 rest days. Following Sunday, there should ensue a second,
Well,
a third, and indeed an infinite.
Yo, 7 rest days? I'll take it. You know what? Maybe Sunday actually has a point here.
Idyllic.
You know, I just want to put it out there.
Peaceful days.
7 rest days. Just think about it.
Every person can
Maybe Sunday has a point here.
Utopia. Some gaze in reverence at the stars.
I love that the dialogue is like cut in half right at the top.
Between us and the isolated world of Pagana. Meanwhile, some seek refuge in quiet corners, holding one another, unencumbered by the chains of unwelcome obligations.
There
would be no need to bear the hardships of reality. Only in this
Already
way
moving towards 3 rest days.
humanity face the inevitable end with the purest of spirit.
Don't you lecture me with your $30 haircut.
This is
First of all, my haircut is $0 because I cut my own hair.
You who are stricken with entropy loss syndrome. You of all should understand this.
Kick his ass, Firefly.
It sounds like a flawless theory.
But it's just that, a theory. A game theory.
What is the price to attain all this?
The cost is minute, merely a personal and eternal sacrifice. If this paradise is to be maintained for everyone, someone must.
Can we see Android 13 appear to beat Sunday to death with his chucker hat?
Until the end of the cosmos.
Matt enters the game. Oh no.
Awakening. Which means that this so-called paradise is still a dream. Stepping into this paradise means forsaking reality, correct?
Oh, well, that sucks for
forsaking, but transcending. Flesh, blood, sorrow, weakness. If the physical is the root of spiritual suffering, it is only logical that we defeat it.
What is your decision, Firefly?
People won't have defeated their demons. The chance to overcome their tribulations would be forever lost to them. In other words,
But isn't that what you wanted? Was the ability to escape, you know, what was going on? That's why you prefer the dream over reality?
On the contrary,
You even said that yourself. No offense, I don't mean to contradict you or anything, Firefly. I completely agree with you.
Don't you agree, Miss Firefly? And as to why we sleep, it is because we are afraid.
But I'm just saying.
From our dreams. But this is not in conflict with the grand plan. Only in acknowledging this can we truly understand the frailty of human nature, and from there, show compassion.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Protection.
I admit that you are a born leader.
I love how she still gestures as she's not talking, as if she were. Like, Oh wait, I do that too, so I really have no room to judge.
Even when your heart pities them. But unlike you, I live for the self. From my perspective, individuals making choices for themselves is their birthright.
Now let's see where this
The want to
goes.
escape may be innate in the weak. But whether they are weak or not, it is not up to another to decide.
You tell him, Firefly. You tell Sunday to go and fix his haircut.
You also view me as weak?
Sorry, I just like, I saw Nemo. I just reread Nemo's line about $30 haircut, and I'm like, okay, let's use that.
Since Miss Firefly has said her piece, the Astral Express will also naturally give you our answer.
Our answer is we're gonna kick your ass and save our friends, and then we're gonna get out of here.
Just as Mr. McHale instructed before. Tell him our choice.
We are gonna kick your ass. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. Not long ago.
What is this?
No, hey,
place?
is this the Misha part?
Does this place ring any bells, Misha?
I don't know, but I feel a sense of deja vu. What is this place?
It's the realm within a dream bubble. This was left to the Astral Express by a nameless, but weirdly, when we entered it, it was completely empty. Dr. Edward from the Dreamscape sales store told me that dreams are formed from memories, and a dream bubble can't take shape if its core is empty.
Oh, so are they finally revealing that Misha is actually the watchmaker?
In unraveling this mystery, Misha. As a hotel doorman, you know Penacony best among us.
I don't know much about dream bubbles.
Or sorry, the inheritor of the watchmaker's legacy or whatever.
Figure out what this mansion is. I'll do my best.
I'm counting on you then.
Himiko, I still don't get it. Why were you so sure that Misha had a connection with this dream bubble?
Maybe because Misha looks like a younger Mikhail.
It was just a hunch. But since Misha feels familiar with this place, my hunch might be correct.
Huh, this place feels a bit nostalgic.
Exactly. This is where you and Firefly encountered death, which we now know as dormancy. Considering its connection to Dreamflux Reef,
You mean
it's
Sleepy?
not surprising it appeared here. The question now is, who brought you here? Based on the clues we have so far, it's unlikely to be that masked fool. So identifying them is crucial to us.
I mean, my money is on the memo keeper.
Once more. Let's give
She
Misha
set us
some
all up.
time, as I believe he'll
I could believe that
unveil
Black
the
Swan was
secret of this
responsible
dream
for all of it.
All right, but there are doors all over the place. Which one should we choose? Do you have any idea, Misha?
I guess maybe this way? I'm not entirely sure, but let's give it a try.
Okay, at this point, like, this is all just pointing at Misha being the watchmaker, or at least the one who, or at the very least, the inheritor of the watchmaker's legacy, which again, is just some, I love that basically speaking, you can pretty much figure out every plot line of this story with jokes.
Even lived here for a while. If I remember correctly.
Because I know it's like, I've basically been joking since the beginning Misha was the one who had,
Clocky and I used to sit by the fire, listening to the crackling of firewood.
I've been joking that Misha was actually Mikhail.
And the room on the other side was...
Me and Agony getting stabbed to Misha. Aw, he likes you.
I loved spreading out all the toys from the box on the floor.
Which, to be fair, is like everyone else has been calling this since the beginning as well, just because of how uniquely designed Misha is.
Doesn't make sense. Didn't I grow up in Dreamflux Reef? So, what is this place?
What do you mean, what is this place?
Could be a case of amnesia. Don't worry, Misha. It's common for everyone to forget certain aspects of the past. Those memories haven't vanished.
Yeah, listen to Himiko. I can barely remember what I did 5 minutes ago.
We can surely
And I've been sitting here all stream, so...
Since this place seems
In reality, what I was doing 5 minutes ago was the same thing I'm doing right now.
explore a few more rooms.
Anybody else actually have that problem where it's like you'll do something? Oh my god, the number of times I'll go into the kitchen or something, I'll be like, what was I in here for? Well, time to go back to my room. I'll go outside and I'll be like, I'm gonna go check mail. I'll step outside and I'll be like, what was I going out to do?
TikTok.
Wait, but oh, okay. That TikTok was very creepy.
Heard some noises from the room. Origami bird? That's a friend of mine.
You and Origami Bird are friends?
Yeah. It's a member of the Compass crew, just like Clocky and Miss Mirror. And there's more than just one Origami Bird. They are a big family with lots of brothers and sisters who look the same. They
Aww.
follow Miss Mirror's orders and handle all sorts of jobs on the ship. They're the best sailors.
Sailors? Can origami birds be sailors?
That seems like a hazard since the origami birds are made from paper. What if they fall in the water?
Compass is a ship bound for the new world. Clocky and his partners travel through layers of fog to the depths of the sea. Whenever there is danger, Clocky will use a compass and guide the ship in the right direction.
They float. But doesn't paper dissolve in water?
Clocky and his partners have always lived in Dreamville and never ventured out, right?
Huh? Oh, that does seem to be the case.
That would be correct.
Weird. I clearly remember Clocky arrived in the new world in the end.
Perhaps Clocky has a hidden past.
So where has Clocky gone? Did he leave to protect Dreamville?
So what, does Misha just remember the entire, Clocky show as if it really happened?
Now we all know him as the Watchmaker. So, who is he talking to? Do you know anything about it, Misha?
I'm sorry. I don't know much about the Watchmaker. But, Mikhail...
Anything special about that name?
Mikhail is Grandpa's name.
Grandpa? Do you mean you're the
Dun
Watchmaker's
dun dun dun! Surprise,
I've
man!
heard anything about the Watchmaker having descendants. And the name Mikhail is not rare. Perhaps it's merely a coincidence.
Or maybe not.
More about your grandpa, Mikhail?
Yeah, sure. He was a seafarer who fearlessly ventured into mysterious seas and storms. He was always on the sea and had lots of friends who accompanied him on his
Okay,
travels.
well, this all sounds very fun.
He didn't want me to call him Grandpa because that would make him sound old. He believed he was still young. The name Mikhail was given to him by his parents, Mihaly and Elise, both renowned seafarers. Every time he came back, he'd share his logbook with me and tell me about his adventures at sea. I want to become a great adventurer, just like him.
It appears that the seafarer has
Okay then, well then I guess I'm wrong about the paper dissolving in water.
Perhaps it's just a coincidence? So, where is your grandpa now?
He's dead, March.
He went off on a new journey, and it's been quite a while.
He's dead.
since
He's
I
lost at
last saw
sea.
him. I think I hear the sound of water.
You once mentioned there's a magnificent fountain up ahead.
Dun da 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 da. There is indeed a fountain with whales.
The water resembles.
By the way, why do we call
precious
orcas killer whales? They're not even whales, they're dolphins.
seafarers. Every time I gaze at the shimmering lights beneath the waves,
Which, I mean, that was a
it
surprise to
feels as
learn.
though I'm back in this place, standing by your side.
Have you recalled anything, Misha?
Yeah, I saw these sentences in Grandpa's logbook. He used to say that despite the perils of the sea, whenever he stood on the deck in the afternoon, overlooking the sparkling waves, he would think of this fountain in front of his house. He often said that those moments felt like returning to his family's side. And the
You thought orcas eat sharks? I don't know. I've never heard of that. Dang.
You know, I quite understand such sentiments.
Don't sigh or you'll start getting gray hair. You're talking. Nope, I'm doing it.
Hey, don't tease. I was just being
March. Oh my gosh. No, the perfect reply to that is like you shouldn't be one to talk.
Carries a fountain within their soul. Even though the other side of the sea remains shrouded in the unknown, the fountain in front of his house serves as a compass.
Why do we call them pineapples? It's not made from pine or apple or petrol fuel gas? I don't know.
Grandpa was at home. We would stand by the fountain and place the compass, a toy boat that I made, into the pool. Back then, I would ask him when I could go on adventures like him, and he would always laugh and say I was still too young.
Yeah, March has to work on her back talk.
It seems this Mikhail is truly a seafarer and has nothing to do with the watchmaker.
I'm not so sure about that.
Based on Misha's recollections, the scenes in the dream bubble appear to be his childhood memories.
But this raises more questions. According to Misha, he was clearly born on an oceanic planet and led an ordinary life. With no
But that doesn't make sense because he grew up in the reef.
be some sort of metaphor? Perhaps the sea refers to the memory zone.
I'm sorry. I don't know, but my memories keep pouring out uncontrollably, like water flowing from a fountain.
You mean like the fountain behind you?
I'll remember more things if we go further.
Like just saying is like maybe if you go to the fountain behind you, there will be some things you learn.
I wish to share your burden.
We're going to the opposite side, right?
No, we should turn left here.
Uh-huh. Something feels different about the...
Up ahead is Grandpa's study.
Uh-oh. Oh, I heard Clocky for a second there. What's going on there?
Different.
Misha! You finally come!
Clocky, you're here. Yeah.
Yeah, shame we don't know somebody who deals with memory recollection, right?
Are those books on the bookshelf logbooks left behind by that seafarer?
Yeah. Whenever he came back, he placed a logbook on the bookshelf in his room. They contain records of his expeditions to every corner of the world. He described our world as a fountain. At some point, the sea started to gradually swallow up the land.
True, yeah. Maybe she wants to avoid looking at people's memories for the time being after the last one. Yeah, that's a good point.
He had to continue exploring
Oh, man.
the sea in search for the source of the rising seawater. On that day,
So does Misha have any recollection of how he ended up on Penacony?
telling me that he was embarking on another journey.
Because if he remembers going to a living on an oceanic planet,
I could sense the gravity.
how did he end up? How does he think he ended up on Penacony?
It was the same look I had seen on my father's face before his final voyage. I asked him if I could go with him, but he said that my adventure lay elsewhere.
The plot brought him
told me
there.
to
All right,
stay
that's
home.
fair.
And patiently await a certain sound at the door.
What sound?
He told me about a vast ocean in the sky. An ocean of stars. He spoke of a train that transports children with a desire to venture far away, traversing the sea of stars without ever stopping. He said that he knew the crew on the train. And that he had asked them to take me along.
Oh, damn.
He said the journey I had always dreamed of would start there.
I'm about to cry.
Train? Could it be?
It's the Astral Express. I remember now. Grandpa's friends are a group of nameless who came to this world to resolve a disaster caused by a star. Then, he gave his pocket watch to me. It was his cherished treasure, appearing in every one of his adventure tales.
Uh-huh.
He explained that difficult times were ahead, but assured me that the watch would guide me.
Yeah, I have no idea how to react right now because I'm just sitting here listening.
I kept moving forward. I'd eventually reach my desired destination. And then, it was as if I heard the distant sound of a train whistle echoing throughout the room.
Exactly, Misha! And then we followed that whistle, didn't we?
Yeah. I think I can still find the way we took back then.
Hey, leave Clocky alone. Clocky's doing his best. I guess I should do this puzzle.
Jigsaw, right? So we're supposed to find the exit. But where can we find the last piece?
Do you remember? You said you obtained a mysterious shard when you stumbled into this place.
Did I? I don't remember saying that.
The shape seems to match. So this shard is also connected to Misha?
Looks like we're just one step from revealing the truth.
I guess so.
Let's get to the
other... there's just one problem. So Fox does not typically use controller settings for this, so Fox is having to figure out what buttons do what while using mouse and keyboard. Sorry, I meant to say is like I don't typically use mouse and keyboard, but I kind of had to because I had marbles open up earlier.
This is it.
Whoa!
This.
By the way, have you guys had this happening to you too, where sometimes when you go into assignments, you'll see the stuff for the Boot Hill assignments, like just pop up for like a split second?
Secret base.
Is that just me, or have you guys seen that too?
I learned how to repair clockwork and gears out of my fondness of precision mechanics. In my dreams, I was the captain of the compass, embarking on adventures with my companions, Clocky and Miss Mirror.
Not sure, can't remember. Fair enough.
In search of the new world.
You should get Black Swan. Maybe she'll help you out. Wait, don't you already have her?
I was born and raised here.
So, this building in the dream bubble is your childhood home.
Nice place you got here, Misha.
But not exactly. To be more precise, this dream bubble itself is my home.
Eh?
Looks like you've remembered everything now.
Well, I'm confused as hell.
Wait. Why does it feel like everyone else knows
Don't worry,
something I
March,
don't?
I'm right there with you, even though I'm pretty sure we figured this out like hours ago. And by hours, I mean months ago. Yeah, you're the only one still in the dark. Just a teaser.
March, do you remember when he mentioned a Clocky that only he could see?
Yeah, the little guy here, right? But we all saw him in Dreamflux Reef, right? And Mr. Yang
Or
even
did
greeted
we?
him.
Looks like everyone on the Astral Express has a childlike spirit.
Bullshit.
The answer lies in the Astral Express. His experience shows that neither Firefly nor Acheron can see this Clocky. And when we were in Dreamflux Reef, you may have noticed that for some reason, nobody outside of the crew had ever talked with Clocky.
That is rude, Altarius, but I will admit, yeah, I guess I am pretty much a child at heart. So only the nameless can see the clock.
By a select few. It's just like a hidden message left by someone for the nameless.
I like this excuse a lot better than it's like, oh, you must have a childlike spirit.
They together. But Misha hasn't started the way of the Trailblaze yet.
Because he was always a
That's the key to the
trailblazer.
mystery, March. Now, take a moment to recall. Have you ever seen anyone outside of the crew interact with Misha?
Wait.
Or, you know.
Way!
That's the answer, March 7th. This dream bubble is the place where I was
He's a
born.
memory zone meme.
And I'm a dweller in this dream. Just like a memory zone meme. I should have stayed here and waited for you. But when reality and memories merged, I unconsciously pushed open that door and left the bubble with Clocky.
Aw, hey, it's fine, Misha.
The Watchmaker's dream bubble is empty.
But then I have another question. How the hell did you pop into reality?
And the whistle you heard. Was the sound of the express arriving at Penacony?
That's one way to see it, but I believe there's a longer story behind all this.
Like,
it's best for Misha himself to explain.
oh, they explain it later? That's good to know. Because I'm going to sit here and be like, how the hell did you do
Now,
that?
should we call you Misha or?
Because if we can
Thank you all for helping me rediscover my true self.
I'm like, if dreams can pop into reality, holy
Please
shit.
allow me to
I'm
reintroduce
terrified.
myself.
I've dreamed of some really weird shit in the past.
In the Presmere system, adopted by seafarers Mikhail and Char. They gave me a treasure.
I don't know how to be patient, Altarius. I want to know things.
Mikhail Char legwork. Or simply, Misha.
How does
If you
Mikhail Char
prefer,
become
you can call me
Misha?
by a more familiar name. The Watchmaker.
So, you're
We have literally been calling this since...
Unfortunately, that
We have
legendary
literally been calling this since version 2.0. That's
Is no more.
amazing.
I am only a reflection of his life. As for the child who has been with you, he's the innocent protagonist of Misha's childhood dream. A friend of Clocky. A young apprentice.
Misha in Russian is the young boy's nickname for Mikhail. Okay. That makes sense.
And this also marks the beginning of his journey, devoted to the Trailblaze.
At the end of the journey, I left this little flame, which I so cherished, in my deepest dreams, hoping to pass it on to the nameless of future
What's with all the pauses?
generations.
Can you not speak in a solid sentence?
However,
He's just...
he somehow left the dream.
Yo, puberty hitting at the most awkward of moments, eh,
I
Misha?
apologize for all the confusion this caused.
Because he was born with a desire to trailblaze, wasn't he? I don't think Misha has forgotten his role as a guide. He remembered it, and that's why he mistakenly appeared as a hotel doorman in his dream from the very beginning. The one who brought our unconscious friend here must have been Misha. If that's the case, we encountered.
So, because he inherently possesses a desire to trailblaze,
Well, I have a sarcastic friend who says I always take big detours and end
he was able to materialize in the real world. Okay, that makes
That's
sense, I
what
guess.
Every nameless has to go through. But in the end,
Yo, the double voices are really killing me.
I'm sure you're all wondering what my legacy is. I believe my hound has mentioned the Stellaron and my wealth. If I may apologize, the Stellaron part is real. As for my wealth, however, it's nothing more than a baseless rumor. I left my homeland as a child and embarked on the journey of Trailblaze.
Damn, no stellar jades on this one. Yo, imagine it's like, imagine they release this patch, and it's like, you got no stellar jades for completing the story.
And fought for its future ever since. I've been moving forward all my life, doing what I could to overcome the obstacles in my path. But ultimately, my journey reached its end, and I left behind no possessions worth entrusting.
Aww. No stuff? Bad.
What's left
Bad investment.
in this worn-out train engine that can be called a legacy, I suppose it's the things that are still burning in the engine's furnace.
Oof. Alright.
Now that you're well aware of the current
It's really hard to get comfortable. I've been sitting here for a few hours, so I'm like, oh my god, this chair is getting uncomfortable.
this world back on track.
I need to get a more comfortable chair is what I need to do.
For the path of Trailblaze is never paved by others. All I have for you is a story and 2 gifts.
Yeah, that's the plan. That's definitely the plan.
My pocket watch. It has accompanied me throughout my long
Those colors look familiar.
guiding that naive child forward.
Is he also going to give us a hat?
With the presence of so many great people up to this day. And my hat too.
Yeah, I knew it. Oh my gosh.
And planted a fanciful thought in my
Oh
mind.
man, I knew it.
The trailblazing expedition will never end.
Is this the part where we suddenly bust out our dance moves? It's gonna be like, all right, Harmony Trailblazer, take that, Sunday.
Once you've made up your mind,
Just imagine.
the long dream of
That's like,
man.
that's what happens. Oh my gosh, I just imagine all of a sudden we bust out the dance moves.
Corridor of time.
Bye, Clocky.
All right, everyone, let's make a decision. Although I don't think anyone will have any objections.
I'll choose the Trailblaze. I kind of want to click I object.
Of course. We've come this far.
It's like at this
Surely
point.
there's no other option than moving forward.
Yeah, exactly. It's like literally there's nothing else to do. I mean, we can't exactly leave ourselves when you think about it.
And tell Mikhail our decision.
Mikhail! Mikhail! Seriously, every other door opens automatically, and this is the point where you're like, no, we're not gonna automatically open that door. You're gonna have to open that manually. Of all the times to do it, it's this one? Really? I'm sorry, I don't mean to complain, but come on.
Mikhail, where are you going?
Oh, hey.
Someone has to step up and save Lushaka. So why can't it be me, Misha?
Aww.
Please don't go. And if you must, please take me with you. Don't leave me alone.
Even without me, you know how to proceed forward, brave Captain Misha.
Aww.
The compass is
This
waiting
is so
for you.
sad.
Haven't you always wanted to be a better adventurer than me? Now go, board that train and start your journey.
Where are you going, Mikhail?
I'm going to clean the floor in the parlor car. I've promised the conductor.
Wait, first tell me, did you fix this watch?
Yeah.
Wait, which one is who? Well, I mean, obviously this one right here is Mikhail.
Worn and the marks on the dial all worn out. How did you manage to fix it?
Well, it's hard to explain, but I knew it could be fixed.
That's it? You just knew it could be
It's the hands,
fixed?
Mr. Amundsen. Its hands were intact and pointing in the right direction, so I knew there would be a way to fix the rest.
Dude, dude is just a master engineer by looking at an object.
You'll
All
work
right.
with me from now on. Haven't you always wanted to tinker with this train? You're its mechanic now. As for the conductor, I'll do the talking.
but I only know how to fix watches.
Don't worry. You've got what it takes.
Oh man, just imagine somebody fixes a watch and you're like, that's awesome. You're gonna help me work on planes.
Where are you going, legwork? It's time to head to our next stop.
I'm staying in Astana with Rosalina and Tiernan.
I see. This place reminds you of home.
Look at the object. Yep, I am now a master in mechanical engineering. I mean, it works for Shiro, right? He looks at a sword. He can now make a sword and fight with the sword.
Hanunu needs us.
Don't worry. Not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if I leave the Express, our path of Trailblaze will continue. Yeah. I knew you wouldn't stay on the Express forever. Leave in peace, my friend. And, take this with you.
This is Mr. Amundsen's hat. But why?
We're getting the hat of a great navigator.
When he departed, he said he would leave it to his best student. Well, I suppose the time has come. Farewell, legwork. Take care of Tiernan and Rosalina. And don't forget to write to us.
Yeah, obviously we're talking about Nami. Yeah, we're now on the journey for the One Piece.
Don't worry, Micah. Just going on a little trip. Someone has to be at the forefront of the interstellar frontier, and I'm the only former nameless in Penacony. So why can't it be me?
Because you're all we have. Have you forgotten about
How old is Micah?
The cosmos is
I
way
thought the
more
war for
dangerous now.
Penacony was like century. How long ago was it actually? I feel like the story makes it seem like it was so much longer ago than it actually was. Because I was thinking it was like at least a couple hundred
How
years.
could I ever forget him? I've spent countless sleepless nights asking myself why I didn't go with him back then. We nameless won't stop.
Okay.
Don't worry, Micah. It's just a matter of getting back to my old profession.
Yeesh.
Just wait. for me to
Penacony
come back.
sounds like the worst. Imagine your real body dying, but you're still stuck in this place.
If I don't come back in one piece, then you'll become the next watchmaker.
Where are you going, old man?
Oh, you're here.
Answer my question. What are you up to?
Relax, Gallagher. I just came up with a great idea. Wanna hear it?
No.
Oh, come on. Aren't all your ideas just ways to get yourself killed? I may be blunt here, but you're the last remaining hero in Penacony. If you die too, the secret of Stellaron will go to the grave with you.
Yes. I'm afraid there's no way out in Penacony, so I'll have to consider alternatives beyond Astana. Organize a festival using the Watchmaker's legacy as a facade, and send invitations to the entire cosmos to gather people here.
So, a desperate struggle against the family?
Is that not what you were planning? Is that not like what it would always come down to?
Don't we have you here, my friend? This task is challenging, but what hasn't been challenging for us along the way? Well, whatever you do, remember, make sure to send an invitation to the Astral Express.
Misha! Huh? Where are you going?
Oh, it's you, Clocky. Take me to Dreamflux Reef. Last night, I had a long dream about the day we met.
Oh, damn.
I want to write down that dream.
write it down? Why?
Oh,
I'm gonna actually cry, guys. This is so fucking sad.
do you remember how you got your name, Clocky?
Of course! You told me that when you were a kid, you lived in a room full of clocks. Those wall clocks and pocket watches grew up with you and were your best friends.
Yes, but what I didn't mention was there's a funny misunderstanding behind it. I was a kid, and there was always a special pocket watch in my memories. It was with my grandpa, guiding him on his sea voyages and leading the way in his every adventure story. I wanted to have a pocket watch like that too. And that's when you appeared in my dreams.
Yeah. Every night, we boarded the compass and set sail together.
But you know what? It wasn't until the day my grandpa gave it to me that I realized it wasn't a pocket watch at all.
I think what's so bad about this scene is that this old man is dying.
So
This is like his dying
your
conversation.
name should have been Compassy. And the watchmaker is just
Yeah, but Compassy just doesn't roll off the tongue, you know? Come on, man. Clocky is great. Great material.
We've arrived at Dreamflux Reef. So, where to next?
You
Oh,
know,
man.
Clocky, I don't think I'll be going anywhere else.
I kind of don't want to walk to this chair. I kind of don't. Come on, no, don't do this to me. I'm begging, please.
I've traveled far enough, and it's time for a little break.
Oh. So, we'll set out again. When you're rested?
No, I'll stay here. And then...
Oh,
This is
poor
where it ends.
Clocky.
This is...
Fire on the team.
What do you mean, Misha?
You guys are so mean. Like, this is a heartfelt moment.
Trailblazing expedition would never end.
Hey, what's up, Senescent?
That's what I said.
You guys are so mean. Like, this is supposed to be a heartfelt moment, and it's like, we're watching this guy on his deathbed.
What's that supposed to be? I've been following you.
Oh.
Misha? You're acting weird today. If you're feeling down, we can just do what we usually do.
What do they usually do?
With the clockwork.
Oh, manipulating emotions with the power of the clockwork. Got it.
As for clockwork, yeah, it resolves all problems in this dream.
Yep, all we're doing is brainjacking people.
So,
No need to worry about that.
Do you know what clockwork actually is?
I'm not quite sure.
Well, everyone gets lost at times. They may hesitate and doubt which way to go.
Attitude
That
adjustment.
happens in this dreamscape
Yep.
and beyond. But don't worry. Everyone goes through moments of uncertainty and hesitation. Eventually, they gather the courage to make bold decisions. Whether it's calming, joyful, angry, or sad, all they need is a little nudge to take that step toward where they truly belong.
This is so inspiring. I feel like it would be more inspiring if it didn't come from a kid that looks like he's 12 years old.
Such is the essence
essence of clockwork, the will of the Trailblaze.
Damn. Oh no.
His hands spin around non-stop, indicating confusion, frustration, and weakness. But ultimately, people still need to move forward.
Just like your hands. Always.
Oh.
This is
Oh,
where my
damn.
journey ends. From now on, it is your path to walk.
Trailblazer.
Yeah.
Means taking paths your predecessors were.
I was joking about how we're just gonna pop on the hat and get ready for a dance battle here. Oh
Does
my.
not belong to order.
It's joking. I'm sorry, but that's amazing. Why is it that if I sit down and I'm like, I'm gonna hardline try to outthink this story, I'm gonna get everything wrong. But holy shit.
I can't believe that Eon would cast a glance at Penacony at a time like this. Is it because of the resonance
If
from
I
the
sit
legacy
down
of the
and I
Trailblaze?
joke about anything,
Perhaps the bond between you is so strong that it
it's like somehow it comes true. Am I just not like
Another possibility.
am I just not allowed to analyze stuff? I just need to make jokes the whole time?
The fallen eons. Who will hold the future of Penacony?
If that's the case, on behalf of the Dream Master of Penacony and the 107,336 members of the Oak family, I'm extending a formal invitation to all of you.
Oh, cool. We're being formally invited?
Inviting
Neat.
you all to the Penacony Grand Theater to participate in the upcoming Charmony Festival. And, of course, you won't be in the audience.
Why does it sound like we're gearing up for an execution?
Since the future of the Stellaron, Penacony, and even the entire cosmos is at stake, let's draw a conclusion there, in all fairness. If you truly believe in Akavilli's path, then show me their courage.
Is it Akavilli? I thought it was Akavilli. I have never heard it pronounced as Akavilli. Has they been saying it like that this whole time? And I just am really deaf? Yes, Harmony Trailblaze, bitches! Oh, I am so happy to see this. Okay. So now we have a new Trailblazer to build. All right, switch paths. Sunday, please glance at me. I need your help to achieve harmony. Left on red. Trailblazer has a new hat. Jipe glances. Yep. Gotta invest more dollars in the Penacony statue to get his Eidolons? Ooh. You can trial the current path here to further understand the combat mechanics.
Nice.
I'm gonna save that for after we get back from break.